Greetings, Stowaways. This episode comes with a content warning for surgery, spiders, and serious injury of a major character. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Flintlocks and Fireballs, where a handful of mad actors will attempt to survive the treacherous waters of Dungeons and Dragons. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Jason Phelps, and I'm joined, as ever, by Robbie. 1 is the loneliest number, Bellekom.
Oh.
Sam, 2's just as lonely a number. It's the loneliest number since the number 1, Bones. And Ellie, 3 is a crowd, Sparrow.
I beg to differ. 3 is a magic number.
Oh. It's episode 123.
Yay! Oh, 123. That's adorable. That's a really cute intro.
For once, my intros actually have some relevance to the number.
Relevance!
Woo!
Whoa!
Haven't been this relevant since episode 100? 101, maybe?
Talked about Dalmatians on 101.
Yeah.
So.
A needle pulling thread.
No! Tea, a drink of jam and bread. That would bring us back to...
No!
I
I think that's the second time that's happened on air.
Sorry.
think it may be more than that.
Maybe more.
Sorry,
Maybe
it's just something that happens.
It's something that
Write
happens.
in and let us know.
Please do. Tweet us. I'm into it.
Yeah.
So we're a prime again, I think.
Oh.
We don't know what to say because everything's terrible in the real world as well as in D&D.
Once again, we are recording on an eventful date. At the point of recording, it's November the 3rd.
Yes.
We don't know how all of this has turned out, but our hearts are with everyone. Just everyone
Yeah.
at this point.
Yep.
Oh.
Nearly everyone.
No, not
Trans folks can
nearly
fuck
everyone.
off.
Yeah, a lot of people can fuck off.
The racists can fuck off.
Yeah, racists
the
can
transphobes,
go
the bigots,
die.
the
Yeah.
xenophobes.
Yep.
We're just, at this point, we're starting to recycle.
Semites.
things.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the things. All the antis except for Antifa.
Ableists.
Ableists, they
Ableists
can fuck off, yeah.
It's not time for us to...
I imagine if you're listening by 123, you know these are our opinions because, dude, come on.
It is time for us to gaze into the terrible future, or possibly hopeful future.
I
yet
don't
to come,
want to gaze into the future, can we not today?
and demand for future us what messages from the present. It's Future Jason with messages from the present. First of all, a slight apology from us. The sound quality on my own side of recording was a little subpar this episode due to technical issues we didn't find out until after the recording was finished. It is fixed by next episode, and there are some sections during the first portion where you won't hear it, but unfortunately it does return after the break. This episode of Flintlocks and Fireballs is brought to you as ever by you. Once again, a massive thanks to our crew members and the Flintlocks Patreon who keep this ship sailing. There's a wealth of extra content and bonus features for patrons, including regular blog posts, extra stories narrated by the cast, artwork, and a monthly poll for the community to help design an element to go into the game. This week, the patrons are voting on some sort of parasitic vegetable, it seems to be. You can check out the details at patreon.com/Flintlocks and Fireballs, link in the description. We are still an affiliate of Zavi, fine producers of nerdy garments and handy household items. In celebration of their D&D themed clothing line, if you click through the affiliate link in the description, you can use the code Flintlocks20 to take 20% off any clothing related purchases, and Flintlocks10 to take 10% off any other items instead. Once again, we are involved with the award-winning online group heist game Agent Venture. The most fun you can have on a Zoom call while keeping your shirt on. Pull off a heist, infiltrate a base, and save the world with only a laptop, an internet connection, and your socially distant friends. Check out the link in the description. And that's it for announcements this time. Back to you, Pastor Jason. Tea. The message is tea.
Oh.
That's nice.
I'm maybe saying this because I have some tea here.
I also have tea.
I have some tea.
It's always a wise choice, I find.
Probably
Tea.
not good for our voices, but it's reassuring.
It's not terrible for
Well,
your voice.
mine's not caffeinated and it's not got milk.
Ah,
So
mine is. Both of those. I should really stop drinking
Yeah, so
tea.
is
Not
mine.
real milk.
True.
It's much less bad for your throat.
but it also has whiskey, and so
Okay, so yeah, give
that.
with one hand, take with the other.
Because
Yeah.
it's that kind of day.
That is fair. All right then. Well, we've delayed as long as we can. It's
I know.
it's time to return
Oh, no.
to the nightmarish situation in progress that is Flintlocks and Fireballs. Our land stands on the sabre's edge.
Our cities are a powder keg.
Brother chains, brother, no one's free. A life on land is short, you'll see. So gather your muskets, gather your spears, we'll plunder the shores of Calcinea. No kraken, storm or spell we fear, so come and sail with us, my dear.
Previously, on Flintlocks and Fireballs, everything is on fire. Well, figuratively. Literally, some things are on fire. After returning from a successful heist of Golden Kratz and Guildenstern, the party, Celestia certainly found herself a little stoned, and then a little more stoned after the petrification was cured. And then that was cured as well. Their able assistant, Reggie, departed, and while attempting to deliver the stolen records, you still haven't done that.
oh bloody hell! I forgot that.
Those are
Yeah.
still in your bags of
That's
holding.
where we were going.
The crew, well, the leadership of the Krakensbane was essentially ambushed at the dry docks, attacked by magically enchanted ammunition fired from across the water, and also the appearance of a flame spirit, essentially, just like a dragon-like fire thing. That thing, by the way, is still in the air and still working its way through the through the ship
Reveed.
and through the. Where we last left off,
Oh
the
Christ.
three of you had escaped into the water and swum back up and around the warehouse next to the shipyard, banking on an instinct that if you were going to hide nearby and summon a horrifying monster, that's where you'd hide. During that time,
I don't know why we think that's helpful. We're not sensible.
V has been fighting the flame spirit alone
He's been
So
soloing
worried.
it.
to buy you time to escape. Time which
Oh
you
no!
have used.
We're not using to escape.
Well, at least time to get out of that immediate situation.
Yeah.
As you surfaced came around, you know that help is on the way. After a smart sending to Alton Apple Blossom, return fire came from the battery to stop further cannon attacks and the attacks of the Bear Paws, the Evoker battery, attached to the 8th Regiment of Redcoats. As such, you now find yourselves outside the warehouse next to the dry dock, spying in where you are pretty certain those hiding the very majors responsible for this are hiding up above. So, to give you a rundown of what the situation is, to the south, for the sake of simplicity, it's more like southwest, there is the waterline and the piers. You are on the eastern edge of this warehouse, by the back door. There are some windows you can look in as well. Looking up and in, you can see that along this roughly 60 feet long warehouse, there is a gantry that runs on the upper level, some 40 feet or so above. Looking up there, you can see within good view of the windows, there are 4 large crates spaced 20 feet 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet, 20 feet along the long passage, the long length of this warehouse. Now, that is where you believe the fire starters are. On the other side of this 60-foot wide warehouse is a 20-foot wide street, currently bombed to pieces by artillery, with 2 spinning animated cannonballs. One of which is outputting gas, one of which is surrounded by an orbit of tiny little animated objects. And just opposite that is now the flaming mess of your dry dock where the ship was being repaired. And presumably, Vig in one state or another. Which brings us to the top of initiative. It's Scamp's go. Scamp!
Oh.
What do you want to do about this?
I'm really worried about Vig.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay, let's go. I will cast slow on that crate.
Okay, so...
It doesn't say that I have to see them.
Yeah, you just need to know where they are. What is the maximum area you can affect?
40-foot cube.
Okay. Cool.
And it's up to 6 creatures, so as many as I can get.
Okay. As you cast the spell, you feel a surge of lethargy fill and then leave you. You believe it has taken, you feel it connect. Because there's a concentration effect, so you do know that it's taken root on something up there. Which brings this into happening. Okay. So that was round 21. So that's 21 on the initiative. Which means some things are going to happen now. I just need to grab my notes very quickly. These chappies are actually in this fight in the end. Which I wasn't 100% sure if they would be. Okay, so that means someone else is going to act now.
Oh no.
Okay. The last of these fuckers. So, first thing that is going to happen is someone you hear call out a spell. You need to be able to see it being cast, don't you? To counter spell.
Yeah. Are they someone that's affected by the slow?
They are not.
Okay.
They didn't put all their eggs in one basket. So someone...
Can I see this person?
Sorry?
Can I see this person?
No, because they got a better than 21 on their hiding check.
All right.
But so someone you hear someone mutter and a spell cast. Hearing it though does let you pinpoint where they are, behind a crate 30 feet away from that big illusory crate, a real crate, up on the top level. Okay. They are going to cast Dispel. They're out of your sight. They've rolled higher than 20 on their stealth check, so Corzin didn't spot them with his perception check.
Damn it.
They're going to try and take down the entire slow effect.
Can you target a whole spell, or is it not just on a single person?
Sure. Let me check. Okay, Dispel Magic. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. I've got to check the wording for slow, because that will tell me. Around up to 6 creatures of your choice. Each target... Okay, targets hit by the slow spell are affected separately, which implies that it is separate magical effects. Damn it. Okay. Right, I would probably want to... I feel like I'd make a different decision in future, but I've cast that.
You'd know that, though.
Yeah, I've cast the spell, so let's... and slow is third level spell. Let's say he targets one character to bring them out of the slow effect. I know who he will target, so you feel one of your slow tethers break.
But it is still affecting other people?
It is still affecting 5 targets. You also can still hit. Yeah, you hit 6 targets. You can also tell.
Yeah, but I didn't know if they saved or not.
Fit.
I didn't roll saves for any of them, so that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's late.
I did wonder when you didn't.
Yeah, it's quite late.
We play late.
Okay.
That's all good.
4 targets are still tethered. One of them actually made their save.
That's still pretty good.
Honestly, that's not bad.
I mean, that is
going.
decent.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 targets are still tethered. That answers that then.
4 out of 6 ain't bad.
4 out of 6 ain't bad. Okay, so they cast a spell. You're able to then hear them casting from a different crate about 30 feet off to the side, still in the same gantry up ahead. So they're still about 120 feet from you all total. Okay, that, and then they are going to do something else. That is their turn, which brings us to Corzin.
Alright, can I follow them in and get a good look at where any of these people are?
Yes. Oh, Scamp, did you stay hidden behind, stay behind the window? Or
I think I'm staying where I am at
You
the
stay
moment,
where you
'cause
are.
most
Cool.
of the stuff I can do is at
Fine. Okay,
pretty
Corzin,
solid
then
range.
you get into the further into the building and give
Yep.
me a perception check, please.
Okay, site-based, so... Natural 20.
Okay.
I see all.
There are 4 sets of crates
Okay.
that you can see. One is the illusory crate. You can't quite tell how many people are in there because it's illusory, but you can make out, and they're inside it. You can make out, though, that there are 4 people behind a crate 30 feet off to the right. Another 2 people who are in a crate 20 feet beyond that to the right, and then 30 feet to the left of the illusory crate, there are another couple of people hiding behind that. So
Right,
there
so
are
2 people clump 2
14
people.
total.
The what, sorry?
14 total.
Right. Okay. Alright. I am... have I gone the extent of my movement at this point?
You've gone for 25 feet, yeah.
Yep, okay, fine. I am going to take
Do you
my...
know which crate I was targeting? Because it was the only one I knew
Yeah.
had people
Yes, because it's
Yeah.
the
If you
illusory
wanted
one,
to
and you can tell which
go
one
for
that
them.
is.
Yep, carbine off my back. Gonna spend a bonus action to cast Lightning Shot
Oh,
and aim at anyone within that illusory crate that I can see.
okay, I mean, it's hard to tell where they are exactly, but you can certainly take a pot shot and see. Lightning strike hits everyone in like a 5-foot wide.
Yeah, it does.
line.
It's I'll just get the wording up. It is the target that I hit with it takes 4d8 lightning damage, and whether I hit or miss, each creature within 10 feet must make a dexterity
Got
save
it.
or
That
take.
will, no, that will hit. That'll hit 4 people then. Okay,
Right.
roll your attack.
Right. Okay. So base attack. Natural 20.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll just roll the.
They've got a -2 to their dex saves if they're slowed.
Okay. Well, I'll roll the mundane damage first. So that's that is 26 damage. And
This is instead. The lightning arrow is instead of weapons damage.
oh, it's instead of weapons damage.
It's
All right.
not in addition. So
Ignore that one then. I'll just roll the damage then. If we're doubling that, that's 28 lightning damage.
Yeah, is it correct? Okay, so 28 lightning damage to that poor sod.
Do you want me to roll the 2d8?
Yes, please.
Right. That also presumably would be doubled.
Yep. No, that doesn't. It's not. It doesn't crit onto them.
Okay. Well, the 2d8 is 7 lightning damage.
Okay, nice. So they...
Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Okay, there is a... As the shot launches through it, crashing through the window on the opposite side and creating like a bolt of lightning out. You hear a cry of pain from inside the crate. Actually,
I don't suppose they're concentrating on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, by any chance are any of them concentrating right now?
Good point. Let me roll. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. One of them loses it, one of them holds it. Oh boy, I should have made myself a hard and fast ruling on how the link casting concentration works.
I was wondering how that would work.
Strictly speaking, I think then it kind of needs to concentrate all of them. Okay, no, that is the ruling. You successfully with 28 damage. That means they have to roll a 14 up on their con save. Even with Warcaster, they rolled really shittily. So one of them breaks their concentration, and you hear a sort of as the flame spirit in the building opposite shatters and breaks apart. Okay, so that brings us to Celestia. What's your dexterity score? Dexterity modifier. You're at plus 3?
My dexterity modifier is +3, yes.
Okay, you beat ties then. It's Celestia next.
Okay.
So you're still hanging just outside the eastern sort of, like the side door.
I would like to run in, drop a confusion, and run back out again.
Okay, so
basically.
Let me just check the range on confusion.
Run in, scream, drop a confusion, and leave.
That's fine.
Very on brand.
Check. So confusion-wise, creature in a 10-foot radius sphere. Cool.
Yes.
So your options of targets
Yes,
are
please tell me my options.
there is what your companions have identified to be an illusory crate with an unknown number of figures inside. There is another crate that is about 30 feet to the right of that.
Okay.
Another one 20 feet to the right of that, and then and finally a crate that is 30 feet to the left of the first crate. So you've got 4 crates you can choose from, one of which isn't really a crate, it's an illusion.
So there's the illusory crate, and then you said there was one
to the left,
20
2 to
feet
the right.
of it, 20 feet away.
Yep.
So with a 10-foot
30.
radius sphere, you said one of them was 20.
One is 20. So you got one. So going from left to right.
Oh, it's 20 foot away from another crate.
Yes. So going left to right, we've got one crate, 30 feet. Second crate, illusory crate, 30 feet. Crate, 20 feet. Crate.
I will centre it on the one that we know is illusory.
Okay. Right, these poor sods are going to have to make some wisdom saves.
Hang on, what if it was a bigger radius sphere? Like, what if I could make it 20? Because I can if I go up.
If you make it 20, then I'll
could
say
I
you
hit
can
more targets or not? If not, that's okay.
20 radius, I'll say you can hit any 2 crates.
What do we think, gang? Is it worth it, or should I just do the one?
If you've got the spells, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
If you're
I'd say
low,
so.
then...
Get as many as you can. We are outnumbered. We need to even the odds.
We are outgunned.
Always. This is a theme with us.
Outplanned, yes.
It's war. What were you
having to make an all-out
stand?
stand?
Anymore. I can't talk.
What are we doing?
So yeah, I'm gonna do it at 6th level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna I've got 2 6th levels, so it's at least not my last one.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, this is very good. I've only got the one.
No, you should at your level. You should.
Yeah,
actually, no. Should you?
I do. I've got 2 and then 1 7th, I think.
I just need to check because I'm not doubting you. I just.
I mean, you are, but it's okay.
I mean, I am doubting you, but I'm just like this is conflicting with something I know. No, we used to get a second 6th level spell in 3rd edition.
Let me check if I've been right. I've not been writing that on my spell slots. That's come out of nowhere. I just wrote 2 because above it there's 5.
5? You got 2 5?
I write my spells down every day in order, and I've just written 2 in the wrong place. in all my other ones is fine.
That's sorry, yeah, no, because in 5th edition you don't get a second 6th level spell until level 19.
I mean, it
It's
is
like the whole thing.
technically up to a minute of people being confused, so it might still be worth it. And I do have a 7th. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it.
It could still be really useful.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, oh, right,
I,
shit.
I was pretty sure we had the same number of slots. So
No,
it confused me.
I've literally written 2 in the wrong place today.
I
I did actually look back, and I haven't historically been doing
No,
this.
thank you for calling that out. I would actually have forgotten that because in 3rd edition it did work like that.
Maybe that's why I've written it.
Yeah.
Because we played 3rd for so long
Yeah.
that I wonder. But yeah, so I will run into the room.
Okay.
Take a breath in, breathe in the rainbow spirit, go, and like breathe it way over. I imagine it sort of flings itself over like a ball and then dissipates into a gas, and anyone who is there breathes it in.
Alright, so your options are going left to right, crates 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can hit any 2 of those that are consecutive.
I mean, I
Two is
want
the
to hit the
illusory.
one that I knew.
Yeah, that's the illusory one. Do you want to go?
Do I know anything about the other 2? I don't, do I?
Someone in the one to the left, so crate number 1, has already cast a spell.
Oh, I will do that one as
Okay.
well, those 2. Yeah, so number 1 and number 2 for your DM notes.
Just roll some wisdom saves.
I have all the stuff on confusion, so...
That's right. Okay, the
need
burst of spirit flares out and begins to be. You can't really see, because you can't see through the illusion, you can't see people inhale them, but from previous experience, you know what's happening here. So I'm just going to quickly roll these.
Yeah, I've only run 10 foot in, by the way, because I think
so
that's
you're
what
on
I
10
need
foot
to
in.
reach
Yep,
them.
that's what you need to reach to get
and
90
then
feet.
I'm going to leave.
Okay, so you still. That means. We'll work out that in a moment. What's your DC these days? Like 17?
18?
18.
Is that right,
Yeah.
Robs? Yeah.
Sounds
We
like
have the same DC.
That's
okay.
what I've got.
Just reminding myself what proficiencies are at this level. Cool. Okay. So, yes. No. 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 Oh, bad rolls all round. Okay. So, someone saved from that,
Only one.
but a number of others did not.
I mean, I don't know how long I'll be able to hold it because everything's on fire, but you know,
This
we'll
is true.
see.
But you do feel, because you're concentrating, you do feel it connect with a number of targets.
Okay, and then I'm gonna...
And I guess you get feedback, because we've established that Scamp does. So you know that it's connected to 5 targets.
Okay. And then I'm gonna run back out for 20 feet.
Okay.
So I guess I'm 10 foot out the door,
Yes.
because I'd
so
have to be.
running back out takes you back to the door, and I guess if you want, where do you want to use your other 10 feet? Do you want to get further away, like away from the situation, or do you want to?
I'm going to get Vig.
Then, in which case, you run out onto the pier and
Yeah.
run 10 feet along the outside of the building.
As I'm running past, I go, 5 of them are confused. I'm gonna head for Vig.
Okay.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna do a little baby healing word on myself because
Do
things
it.
are bad.
Things are so bad.
To give you a sense of where you are 70 feet of movement from the front, from the door to the now burning shipyard.
Cool. Okay.
Because you got to run along the pier and then across the street.
My
Okay.
spells are starting to look low.
Ooh, time for initiative count 12. So it's a good thing you confused some of them, because they were
rubbish healing word.
for the rest of initiative count 12, because some of a large number of them also act on initiative count 12. Okay, so let's roll for the 2 confused ones of those who do act on this turn. D10s, isn't it? Cool. So 1 and 2. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't want to keep that page open, I've got the confusion stuff.
Thank you. I'll ask you if you need it, but I've got it for the moment. Okay. One of you just hear from the illusory crate, it's just someone screaming, "Spiders! Spiders everywhere!" Ah!
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
They waste
That's
their
what you
turn
get if you
screaming.
hide in crates. Oh,
So that one wastes their turn screaming. Okay, the next one is along that chain is going to act. Oh, shit. Okay. That's the one who is still slowed, I believe. So let me just check the spells, slow spell, and see what that does to spell casting.
They've got to roll a thing before they can cast. Where's my thing gone?
Slow. Okay, here we go.
Roll a d20.
Casting time of 1 action. Roll a d20 on an 11 or higher. It doesn't take until the creature's next turn. Must use his action on that turn to complete the spell. Fine. Okay. I need to get their stats in front of me, which I realise I don't actually have right now. It's just over here. It's really annoying.
We have all the notes. It's okay.
That's okay. Some of these are in different books, and as always, my notes are a flurrying array of papers. Okay, here we go. Alright, they would start casting. They know they're slowed, so they're going to try and cast something that will be of most use. So the first thing they do is they start stumbling. Slow halves their speed?
Yes.
I believe. Okay, in which case, honestly, the odds are not great of them getting to more cover, so they are probably going to avoid moving too far. You do hear some scuffling, and then you hear a mage in slow motion start to sort of invoke arcane formulae in that weird sort of mathematical shorthand that wizards use. And you sort of divide by V delta G. Okay, that's that one's turn. It's time for the others. All right, these chappies and chapesses and chapeaux do not.
Oh, they do get another save at their end of their turn.
Oh, thank you. I'll just roll, and I'll actually also roll the confusion check for those two at the same time.
Yeah, they don't get another save, I believe, but they do.
Oh, did they not get another save?
I don't. Do they?
I think it's at the end of their turn.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't tell the card. I'm sorry.
Here we go. At the end of its turns.
Rolled. Oh no, that's the D10. That's not
End
the
of each
save.
of its turns, an affected target can make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool, lovely.
So they are going to see if they
Do all
can
the saves.
shrug off. Let's do slow first. No. Let's do confusion. Ooh, yes for one of them. So one of them is no longer confused, and you feel that tether break, Celestia.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of those ones are going to act. Oh, what's the range on some of these is going to be interesting. Alright, Pythagoras then. Corzin is 35 feet, let's add 30 for range purposes, because I can't be bothered to do the whole hypotenuse thing.
He would have taken cover if it was possible where he is.
That's fine. Cover is entirely reasonable. And I'll say that the place is full of crates, so you are able to get +2 AC and Dex to saves.
Yeah, some of which are definitely going to be halfling sized, let's face it.
Absolutely. It doesn't help with the first spell that's cast, though.
Right.
Because you as you hear the chanting from behind one of the crates, for a moment a figure, because they have to see, pops their head out and points with a silvery looking sort of baton with lots of rotating parts in your general vicinity. And as they cast this, just waiting to see if Scamp's going to try and counterspell it.
I haven't got a spell slot left.
Cool. Then
Fair.
you see a small point appear next to you of like greenish yellow light,
I thought I had a third left. I do not.
Shit.
which begins flooding noxious yellow-green fog in a 20-foot radius. You have moved far enough away from... I mean, no, that 20-foot radius means they can cover the exits as well. Celestia,
I'm a little away from the
you
exit.
have managed to get out of the spread of this because you're running along. Scamp is still within that spread.
Okay.
As the bank of Cloudkill expands.
I see.
That will take effect when you start your turn there. Technically, it's debatable if you're entering the spell's area for the first time. I'm ruling that with these sorts of things, I'm kind of ruling that unless something takes you out of the effect before your turn starts, it's going to affect you then.
I mean, technically, if it appears and you're in it, that's you entering it.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. But what I mean is to say, I'm not going to give you the damage now. I'm going to give you the damage at the start of your turn if you are still in it.
That makes sense.
Is the ruling I like to use for these. Same rules for a wall of fire. I kind of like the idea of preserving the possibility of getting out somehow before your turn starts.
Nice.
That's fair.
Okay, so we'll deal with the effects of that on your turn. Now, it also has the effect of making it, kind of difficult to
see.
It's kind of difficult to see. It does drop down to your down to the bottom, straight to the ground, very quickly. But it is also so it drops to the ground pretty quickly. But it is of halfling size. So congratulations, you have concealment.
Yay!
In the mustard gas.
Yay!
Next spell from them, because they want to try and take you down, and you have walked into their nest.
I think they might succeed.
Okay, the next spell, let's see what the range is. 90 feet. They can hit you, Corzin, and they remember where you were. As you hear another of them cast. You can vaguely see through the yellow-green gas around you another point appear. This one black, and spill out into something not unlike the spinning trap that you found in the bank vault. It's a rapidly writhing, snatching series of tendrils of glimmering black, actually not glimmering, reflective black force. Like you're being, almost like, imagine really glossy black paint, but perfectly glossy black paint.
Right, yeah.
Over a bunch of rubber tentacles, but without the suckers on them.
Right, that's horrifying.
Yeah, that fills a 20-foot square, kind of around you, turning into difficult terrain. It is magical difficult terrain, so that may still affect you.
Oh, this is just taking the piss. Right.
Yeah, and again, if you start your turn there will be an effect.
I think I know what spell that is, and it's really
Yes.
bad as well.
They've also now, because you moved enough in, they aren't using it to block the entrance. So that's 1, 2. Fun fact: they wouldn't be able to do these if you hadn't broken their concentration.
I know, but Vig.
Oh, I know. 1, 2, 3. Then we are. What are they going to use next?
None of them are within 60 feet of me, are they?
Not within 6. Oh, actually.
Important distinction here.
No, if you were about 10 feet forwards,
Okay,
they
never mind.
would be, but they're not quite within 60 feet, sorry. I am keeping track of that. Okay, one of them can see Scamp, just because you had to poke your head out to cast magic. So they're going to cast a spell on you.
Oh no.
Specifically, they whip a small little mechanical sort of wand.
We are so outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, and outplanned, aren't we?
And out hit pointed rather badly.
What spell sort are they going to use? I think that they're going to use just base level 1 on this. They don't know how. They're conserving spells for the moment for a potential fight. So 3 splinters of semi-reflective force shoot out from the wand and proceed to bury themselves in your flesh, Scamp.
What is this?
As you hit by magic missiles.
Oh no.
a classic of the genre. Okay, they hit for a total of 8 points of damage.
Oh no.
That's 1, 2, 3. Last one. Let's vary this up.
Come joining us down in the teens on the hit points.
Oh no.
Join us.
Well, this as soon as it gets to my turn, I'm going to be unconscious because that cloud kill is going to take us down.
Oh dear.
Okay, last one then is going to probably try and do a dispel on the still confused fellow member, actually, under the circumstances. Confusion's level 4?
That one was level 6, actually.
Shit, okay, they fail their check. They cast Dispel.
Maybe they assume it's the normal one.
Yeah, they assume it's the normal one. They cast Dispel only to find that the mind drilling effect is still well underway. Okay, you are actually behind a wall, so you are not targetable at this particular moment.
I'm 10 feet away from the door.
Yeah. You're also, behind a wall. When you re-enter the street on the opposite side, they will be able to see you and potentially attack you. Right now,
What if I go around a building to where Vig is?
That's what... No. To get to where Vig is, you will need to eventually cross a street where they have windows down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But, probably for the next round, they can't actually attack you. Great.
It depends if I come back in because I'm terrified, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay. That's all of the fire starters goes for this round. Which brings us to Vig. First death save.
Oh god.
First death save is rolled.
Oh god.
Okay, the dragon is gone. You are not in a position to know what the floating balls are doing. Which brings us to the top of the round. And yeah, that is Scamp. Unless you have anything you can do here in an instant before this starts, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Do I have tides? I can't remember.
You do.
Lovely, I will use it.
Do it.
Both those are 18s, which is a 26.
Okay, that could make all the difference. So you're going to take half as much damage. It's going to depend on how this roll comes out.
Yeah.
Big fucking spell, innit?
But fate is on your side. Roll a d100. Maybe.
Oh no.
Maybe it's on your side. Maybe it's deciding to fight.
Maybe I'm about to fireball myself.
And Corzin, if you do that.
Yeah, because we're close
No,
enough.
if it's centered on me, you're far enough away.
Yeah.
Because you moved your whole movement.
It
Yeah.
is, yes.
Yeah.
86. I swear I've rolled so many.
86. That
in
sounds
that area.
familiar.
So familiar.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you cast that recently.
I did cast that very recently.
Let me just check something, because I've got an alternate table, and that might result in something more interesting. Okay.
Yay Table Fables.
Yay Table Fables by Madeline Hale today.
Yes, buy it.
Yes.
Great, honestly.
Great.
This isn't sponsored, it's just really good.
I just like
Although, if they fancy it.
Sponsor us by all means.
Ooh. Okay. I need to have a quick think about how this works then.
What the fuck have you got?
I get all my spells and hit
I'm gonna
points
go
back.
with what 86 and random magical effects is giving me. Let's quickly assign some camps.
What?
Camps?
Okay, so we'll go for that, or that. Scamp, roll a d4.
3.
Okay. So you've never spontaneously bent. Well, I don't think you've ever spontaneously bent space before. Maybe you have. Maybe you've teleported before as a result of of this.
I think there's been Misty Step.
You did in an
Misty
alleyway in.
You once
Seoul
Misty
once.
stepped automatically. So this does happen. So there is a precedent of sorts, but it's the first time you've ever just brought something to you.
Uh-oh. Except the geese.
God,
Ha.
this could be like it says minor, but I want to give you a chance.
Uh-oh.
Roll a d20. I hope you get 15 or higher.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Okay.
This
not
dice
the
has rolled
unicorn.
so badly. I love it so much, and it rolls so badly.
Okay, it's not the unicorn then.
that's a shame. That would have been really helpful.
In which case, you get. Would be really useful here, or not that useful actually, because of what you just rolled.
Oh.
Okay, the gate. Reality bends next to you. You can barely see it, sucking in a little bit of air of the cloud, and a fatling. A little squatty figure with rows of sharp teeth, wearing a colander on its head,
Oh, Colander.
holding.
Colander.
Colander is still alive
For now.
for now.
How many
With
hit points has Colander got? Like 3?
3, but maybe some other effect. Holding a little saucepan, like a frying pan, in one hand, and a rolling pin on the other.
Colander, quick!
86.
Save the day!
You manage before taking some damage. God. Just how many hit points do you have?
I have 16.
Oh shit. Okay. That. All right. That might make it. Okay. You actually take 7 points of damage. in the end.
Okay, that's a bad roll for that.
That was. Sorry, no. Yeah, I rolled 15. So
Yeah.
That is a bad
yeah,
one.
so 7 points of damage you managed to save. Okay, you are not instantly knocked out by the cloud kill, and Colander is now at your disposal for this fight.
A friend.
Colander will act on your terms, I'm going to say. You can direct Colander to do things, and maybe he'll do them.
Do you have a set of stats for fatlings?
I'm going to quickly borrow some
Right.
from something else. Actually, no shit, I do have a set of stats for fatlings. Oh fuck, I remembered what those stats are. Anyway, you've got a random line of fame to assist you.
Oh no! Colander, can you heal?
Colander kind of puts kind of chews on the end of the rolling pin for a moment. Completely unfazed by the gas, by the way.
Huh.
Shakes his head.
That healing.
Go fetch Corzin. He's in there somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Colander waddles in as you presumably cough and splutter and get out of the cloud, I imagine.
I'm so
At the end
happy
of my
the
turn, because
fatlings
right now
here.
I need the line of sight. I'm going to use
Okay.
my bonus action to get back some sorcery points.
Sure. So I'll resolve Colander's
No,
action
other way around. I'm
afterwards.
going to use some sorcery points to get back a spell. Which I will, because I don't have any spells to give up. I do have one. But I will immediately
A whole
use...
spell.
Yeah, I've got a whole spell. A whole second level spell.
Oh god. Oh god.
But I'm going to get back a third level, which I then will immediately use.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Fireball on the area where the slowed people are.
Ooh, good choice.
Nice.
And try and get the crate that also used a spell.
Okay. Well, you are more than 60 feet from them, so they can't counterspell you.
Woo!
I'm
I'm at the limit of my counterspell, and I'm going to have to move away, which is a problem. It's not a problem, I've got no spells left! Hooray!
Yeah.
But
so
the
you'll
slowed
counter-
ones have a -2 to their dex saves.
to their dex saves. Cool. I'll roll those now.
I just feel like they're going to be resistant to fire, but I can't do anything else that's area effect, and I
Fuck
could
it,
really
yeah.
do with
You've
the
got,
drop
an
in
8.
concentration.
You're like an 18, aren't you?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. All right. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, I was just sitting here. I forgot that.
Yeah, they don't instantly die.
No,
Well,
I
maybe
didn't
they do.
assume they would. I just forgot that damage was a thing for a moment.
20.
30,
Okay.
which for a third level is decent.
That is decent. Okay. Okay, they did manage to... That one managed to save. So that brings it to plus 15. Whoa. That is not quite enough to kill them, but it's not great. The others, however, all take 30 points of damage. As you hear a sort of series of cries as they are blasted out. You see some bodies, some limbs flail at the edge of the illusory crate as they are blasted out of place.
Okay. Is there
Nice,
any?
well shot.
Is there any effect on the things they are concentrating on?
So the ones that you got, no, because the ones who were slowed are also the ones who were previously confused. So it does break this. I think they have to roll a concentration check.
Yes.
Anyone
Okay.
who's concentrating
Yeah,
on something will.
Yeah, which includes casting. The one who's still halfway through casting a spell. Like that's a 23. So
Yeah.
that is more
That's
than
plenty.
Yeah. They're all
Yeah,
with
the damage
advantage.
was 30.
Yeah,
so.
they're all with advantage. They got a 7 and a 19 on the dice, so it's like that they can hold it. Okay, so the one who's still casting stays casting.
Okay,
but nothing else drops.
And I didn't hit the ones that were doing the tentacles and the
no, those are behind
Cloud.
other crates.
balls. I've got confused. I thought that was them.
If you want to change targets, you
No,
can.
I've done it now. I really needed to get rid of that concentration, but that is my mistake. So.
No, it's all right. This is theatre of the mind. If you want to try and switch targets, I'll let you, and I'll just apply those damages elsewhere.
Shit. I'm really worried about Corzin. I want to get rid of that tentacles. If I can include that.
That would be the sensible thing to do. Go for it. So I'm gonna.
It's 20-foot radius. How
Yeah.
were they close enough to anyone else that I could include them?
2-foot radius.
So it's pretty big.
It's pretty big. I'm just
I
looking.
got 2 crates in a 20-foot radius, if that helps.
You did. So sure. All right. I'll roll 2 more dice. I think you can clip the edge of one of them. If you want, do you want to hit crates 3 and 4 or 2 and 3? 2 is the illusory one.
So which one? So which one casts the tentacles and the cloud?
It's from crate 3. You're pretty sure the tentacles and the cloud kill cast.
Okay, I want to hit that one and I guess the illusory one as well because that's
There's people.
where I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know there's people. in
Yeah,
there.
you clip the edge of the illusory one because of some space issues. So it does hit those chaps. They already rolled their saves. Okay, these, almost all of them, take 30 damage. One does not, and I'm going to roll some saves, some spell saves for them then. Okay. The cloud kill drops.
Yes.
Good.
The tentacles do
Oh
not.
shit.
Oh yeah. So, which brings a relevant point. Colander, hearing "Go get Corzin," walks towards the cloud, the obnoxious cloud, only for the cloud to disappear and the writhing black tentacles to appear instead.
Oh no.
Oh shit! As a
We have a helper, but he's useless. It's perfect. What is the most useless creature you could summon in this situation? Because I think it's a fat.
Yeah, probably.
Is this poor little fatling.
little ball of weird.
Immediately, I'm just going to roll the save for them.
Oh no!
For this.
He didn't walk into the
But-
tentacles already, did he? I didn't think he'd have that much. Oh, I guess they're not that far away. Oh no!
They really aren't. The tentacles are around Corzin.
Uh-oh.
Like it's actually impossible to get Corzin by foot without running into the tentacles.
I think the tentacles have like really terrifying damage, if I remember as well.
I was sort of
I
hoping
swear
that the
they
fatling
do.
wouldn't get there immediately.
Dex
I
save.
forgot they were this close, but of course they are.
No. Dex save. Okay.
You know the fatling fucking walks straight into the tentacles.
They are
The
not
fatling
smart
walks
boys.
Immediately into the tentacles. His paw is grabbed by 3 of them, pulled into the air, shaken around.
Oh, I feel bad.
Takes 9 points of damage
Oh god.
out of an unknown amount. But honestly, they're looking pretty fucked up by this. But the tentacles do happen to throw them next to Corzin.
Oh.
Because it's difficult terrain, it costs, and they have a movement of 20. It costs them their entire action.
The moment of silence for Corzin's facial expression must be when a fatling just lands next to him with no context in this situation.
And not just any fat leg, it's Colander. We know this
The
fat leg.
specific fatling that we know, yeah.
Okay, this is not the way I expected Colander to come back into this campaign.
I'm
all
sad
right.
this is a audio medium, what my face is doing right now.
So, Corzin, the area is flooded with mustard gas. The eldritch tentacles begin wrapping and struggling around. You gasp your breath, and as your eyes are beginning to burn from the cloud kill spell, it winks out as Scamp launches a fireball. And then, as the smoke clears, you see the fatling, Colander, appear, be grabbed by the eldritch tentacles, and pulled up, swung around, and deposited next to you.
Well,
I've come to save you.
well, that I didn't expect.
At which point, the same tentacles go for you. Take dexterity save, please.
Dex save, okay.
You-
Alright, that...
I don't think you have cover from these.
The what?
I don't think you have cover from these. They're all around.
Yeah, no, it's 28 though.
Okay, they try and grab hold of you. You fight them off. They do still grab hold of your arms in places and try and break your bones, bruising you bruising you pretty nastily. So you take some damage. Fuck. You take 13 halved to 6 damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
As the tentacles grab it and try to pull you up. You do manage to pull your arms free, though.
Alright. Can I get outside of the bounds of these tentacles?
It is difficult terrain. It's magical difficult terrain, and it's 20 foot square, so it will cost you 20 feet of movement to escape.
That's almost all my movement, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay, which way do you want to move? Towards the door? Towards the mages? Off to the side?
I am gonna move towards the mages, because I'm an absolute madman.
You are an absolute man.
Yes!
I am also gonna use a bonus action to chug my last healing potion.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
You struggle past past the field of black whipping tentacles.
Oh, I
There's
crit
Harley
on the
again.
healing potion. Right,
pulled
that's
into
that is 10 extra points of health. So yes.
You get that lovely burning sensation of your, followed by the burning sensation in your body of your wounds healing.
All right. Am I within 60 feet of the mages now? After I've got out of that.
You are now within 60 feet of the mages.
Right. How many of them could I get in a 60-foot cone?
This is our favourite game today.
30 foot wide.
How many
60
can
foot
I get
wide,
in a
yeah.
certain radius? It's a good thing we don't use maps. You need so many markers.
Oh god, yeah.
Well, honestly, it depends whether cover is a concern or not against them. But I would say you can get kind of 1.5 crates.
Partially.
Oh, are any of the crates on fire now? Does that make line of sight a little easier?
Oh, that is a good point. You did set fire to some things. So I suppose you. Yeah, no, they are wood. And we have established that flammable materials burn from fireballs. So yes, one of the crates is now on fire. The people hiding behind these crates will probably do something about that on their turn.
No, that's fair.
Oh shit! I've skipped past someone's action. Never mind. I'll take it after cause.
Okay.
It is round 8.
Right, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take the carbine off my shoulder, cast Conjure Barrage, Now, this is instead of the actual damage that the carbine would do, isn't it? So it's just a case of they all need to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 16, I think?
Are any of those ones slowed?
16. Are any of those what? Yeah, oh, yeah.
Slowed.
I would try and aim for some of the ones that are slowed if I knew which they were.
Yeah, that's the ones that were in the illusory one.
Okay, I will encompass that. So they all need to make dexterity saving throws DC 16.
Okay, dex save 16. And do you want to hit, since I've said you can do 1.5 crates, do you want to hit part of crate 1 or crate 3? Because crate 2 is the illusory one.
Crate 3 was the one that had the person who we're fairly certain is casting the tentacles, isn't it?
Yes. They are.
Right, yes, I will go for that one then.
Alright, so dex saves. 1 fail, success. Shit, okay, so a bunch of people are going to move who I left out of the initiative order because they're actually on initiative order 4, and I just haven't done any of half of the enemy's actions.
You have so many people to keep track.
People.
You're doing a lot.
You are doing ridiculous.
Just
oh my god, I've actually just missed half the fucking enemies.
Oh no.
They will act after Corzin. Let's just say they were
That's easier.
They were shocked and surprised by you coming in.
They fell over after the fireball. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, yeah, that's it all rolled. Roll damage.
Okay, the damage is 15 percussive.
Okay. 15 damage. Okay, so 777 for them, 15 for these chappies here, which makes that 45. It's 45 on those folks. That one. Nope, doesn't bring them up to that. Okay. 2 concentration saves. One is still casting. They're slowed. They're still halfway through casting their damn spell.
Well, hopefully it'll be a useful distraction.
It is a useful distraction. It actually breaks it does break their concentration because they rolled a 1 and a 2.
Also, if I have any movement left at all, or anything within the general vicinity of me, I will take cover behind it again, because while mad, I'm not stupid.
You do. You have more cover. Okay. Right. Now all the people whose turns I forgot are going to...
Right. Oh, goody.
So that's...
We're in trouble.
8 people who I just forgot about. Okay. Right, what would they do under the circumstances? They're probably just going to try and kill you.
It depends how threatened they are by Colander. Colander's very scary.
Colander is currently being swung around like a fucking...
Yeah, did they make the save on that one?
Colander is not even slightly threatening, and it's amazing.
Okay. Oh, I hope Colander doesn't die because of the effects I gave Fatlings as their death effect.
Oh no.
Right. Okay, so it wasn't just mages up there. It's also their bodyguards.
Yeah, I guess that would be the case.
So about 7 people armed with muskets come out now. From behind various, from behind the crates.
So fucked.
And are going to start firing on yours.
Did I take cover? I can't remember.
I'm assuming you're taking cover. Increase your AC by 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still outside.
You're still outside, but there is a window to shoot you with.
Yeah, I haven't got a full cover, but I am.
Yeah. Okay, right, I think under the circumstances, you just shot a fireball, and you slowed a bunch of people, and they can't shoot Celestia. They're going to go for Scamp.
I forgot to make a con save when I did that.
But
it is
point.
loads. It is fine.
Cool, that's fine.
It's like a 17.
Okay, so what's your AC at the moment?
12.
Okay. 1. Nope. Okay. 3 of 7 shoot because the rest all rolled 6 or lower.
Wow.
Ah.
That was
So what, do they
it's
misfire?
not great. No, they don't misfire. It's not raining. It's just they just really they hit the they hit the wall instead that Scamp is hiding behind.
Okay.
Don't forget your AC is actually 14 because you got cover. So 3 shots do connect though. So let's give you some. You're more than 80 feet from them. I've got to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm
those 3 shots
120.
and see with disadvantage. 2 shots hits you.
It's got to be enough.
One with a wasted crit, actually. Okay, you take a total of 13
I'm
points
down.
of damage from 2 shots.
Shit.
You hear the report of fire, and Corzin, you glance back and you see Scamp fall out of sight.
Oh,
I haven't gone that far yet, have I?
You probably can glance back and see this happening.
Actually, there's no smoke. I totally can.
Yeah.
And I'm 10 feet from the door.
Yeah, you're 10 feet from the door. You hear the crack. You glance back as you're running and see Scamp. You see a pink hand fall just into shot, as it were.
I forget that I can adjust those. I don't have enough sorcery points at the moment, but I need to not forget that that's a thing. I can take off their rolls as well.
Okay. That might have saved you one.
I
of those,
haven't got the
which
hit
was
point.
kind
I
of
haven't got the
close.
sorcery points. So it's...
Cool, that's fine. Okay, then the other character who's not been acting is going to act. They know who killed their friends.
Oh no.
And you see a very generic-looking human woman peer out from behind one of the crates and lock eyes with you, Corzin. Roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, okay.
Bloody illusionist.
Damn it. That's a 6.
Oh no.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. You look at them, and you can't take your eyes off them. Something about it's hard to say what is wrong about them, but you just your vision is fixed on them, and just around the edges, you see Scamp shot through the heart. You see through the edge Celestia run just into view in the of the window outside, and 2 of the soldiers turn and fire down on her. She hits the ground. You hear these dying screams. You think you can hear Molly in the distance. You need to get to her. You need to get to your family. You are frightened. And you also take some
You have
psychic
advantage
damage.
against fear.
I do.
This this does create an illusory manifestation of your deepest fears.
Okay.
So, I guess this...
Do I have to roll that again?
Shit, yeah. Yeah, you got advantage. Roll again.
Come on.
This is a fear-based spell.
Yeah.
What do you
Cool.
have? What do you have advantage on fear?
Halfling.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Halflings do that, don't they? I actually forgot.
Brave.
It comes
Halflings
up so
have advantage on
rarely,
really
but it
weird
came
stuff.
up in a one
It's
shot. I was
never come
running.
up.
Brave,
So
I have
it's-
advantage on saving throws against being frightened, but that's still only a 13.
Nah.
That's not enough.
Oh
Okay.
well, but
No,
it
you,
stands.
you feel your heart beating, your head filling, and is it at the start of your turn? Is it now? It's at the end of your turns. So the damage won't take effect until your turn,
Alright, fair enough.
Oh no.
which would have been really effective if he had gone before. If she had gone before you on when her actual turn order is. Damn it, Jason! Pay attention.
You
to
have
initiative
so
order.
many characters to keep track
Yeah,
of.
man.
You have-
It's not your
This is a
fault we
lot,
ran
there's
into
a
your
fight.
death trap.
Yep.
It's okay. So, yeah, I really wasn't expecting you to just run in and take them. Okay, so that brings us to Celestia.
Well, for a start, ding on my xylophone healing word for Scamp. It's going to be a low-level one, but I just don't want you to be on death saves.
Yes.
So, yeah. And also, I don't want to use any of my movement.
No,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Scamp.
That is a 7.
You
so enjoy
open
that.
you find yourself. You hear a crack of gunfire. Find yourself on the ground and look down to see, as a wound is partially closing, a bullet just pop out.
The rainbow spirit grabs it and throws it on the
Corzin,
ground.
Corzin,
I've got a bullet for you.
It's about what he's saying at the moment.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, you hear incoherent screaming.
Oh dear.
You also hear as well in terms of incoherent screaming.
Oh god. I have a question that you're going to hate, and I'm sorry.
Yep.
Because it's asking you to look up more things,
Yep.
and I know that you're having a time
Go
right
for it.
now. I have a red leaf tonic. Does that make me faster? It's
Do you have
really
the red
important.
leaf tonic or the powder?
Tonic.
Okay.
It's from the bank.
No, it's from the bank. Those two things have different effects.
Yeah.
I'm checking which one you have, because you did both find the powder as well, but I don't know which of you has that. Did any of you pick up a dose of red leaf powder?
I haven't.
I
bank,
don't remember
no.
that.
Oh no, you didn't, because it was the red leaf powder was on the martial artist who used charm, so he didn't give up
Yeah.
his possessions.
Ah, okay.
No, okay.
It was tonic.
The tonic, it seemed like it gave them a bit of vim. It didn't make them faster. It just, I'm just going to say it gives you 5 temporary hit points.
Right.
Bonus action to drink.
Later.
Yes.
If I need it later.
Yeah.
That's basically
It's
a healing
basically
potion.
it's
Cool.
basically an energy drink.
Lovely. I was asking for movement reasons because,
Yeah.
I've only done a bonus action. Can I still dash? What are
Yes,
the
you
rules?
absolutely can dash.
I'm going to dash to where Vig is.
Okay, that gets you 60 feet along.
Is there any cover I can be near?
Yes, you. Okay, yes, there is. Because the street was blown to shit by the bomb initial artillery strike. There are potholes and things. There's thrown up rubble, and there's also the corner of the warehouse. So I'm going to say you run to the far side of the warehouse.
Yep.
You have another 10 feet left, but there's like a 20 foot of open street. So if you end your movement in the street, I'm going to ask for, if you decide to, you can maybe try and use like a pothole for cover as an option if you want to hide in the.
How far is Vig
Vig?
from where I am now?
Right, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh, it's good. What? I never roll good perception checks when I need them. That's a 23.
Okay. Peering into the 23. I'm going to just roll a d10 to find out how far away he is.
That's a good shout.
Because this... It's
We know he's in the.
Oh, he's in there.
dry
It just depends
dock,
where
but we just
exactly
don't know
he
where
is.
he is.
'Cause,
Yeah.
what's the range on your bonus heal, on your healing word?
60 feet.
Yeah, so that it'll depend. I'm going to roll for how far away he is to see whether he's
Yeah.
within easily reachable distance or not. Oh, you lucky sausage!
Sausage.
Okay,
Sausage!
you come round the corner and
Sorry, you just called me a lucky sausage, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I can't get over it. Anyway,
you
carry on.
you run around the corner and you see a tableau. The dry dock is in flames. Sections of the roof are missing from what looks like the effects of basically dragon fire. The walls are aflame. Portions of flaming rubble have fallen onto the Kraken's bane. It's hard. You think that there are some small superficial fires at the moment, but there's a serious risk of the Kraken's bane taking more damage the longer the fires continue. You also see 2 spinning little cannonballs currently halfway down the street, as if confused and trying to find a new target. They're literally just like moving in little circles, and at this point no one has come close enough to trigger them. Mm-hmm. One of them is spewing out more of this cloud kill gas. One of them has the little orbiting pieces of rubble. And precisely 60 feet away, on the deck
I am a lucky sausage.
sprawled against the rail of the Kraken's bane, surrounded by charred and broken and burning wood, is Vig. With a 23, you can see Vig is seriously injured. where you can see dark charred material below the knee where his right leg used to be.
Was shit. Yeah, I probably need to go and get him, don't I?
And
Regardless
he's
of having a
bleeding
healing
to death
word.
as well, or certainly has been seriously burned. Okay, that is as far as you can get, and from the corner of the street, so still hiding behind the warehouse if you wish, it's 60 feet to Vic. So if you want to stay kind of like concealed behind this corner, you can.
What was my other hiding option?
Dive into one of the potholes in the
And that would
street.
only get me to 50 feet.
Yeah,
It's not worth it. I'm going to stay where I am.
okay, you stay where you are.
I'm
Alright,
probably still going to go and get him next turn, but
Yeah.
I can heal him immediately.
that's fine.
And I could get to him with a dash next turn,
Yes,
couldn't I?
yes, you
Cool.
can physically get to him with a dash. Okay. Next up, death save for Vig.
What the hell?
So Vig has already failed one death save. Mm-hmm. You watch, planning how you're going to run over, how you're going to get to him, and you hear,
You're kidding.
"Fucking
are
hell!"
shitting.
20.
Natural 20. Awake on 1 hit point. Vig, on his turn, sees the fire around him and is just going to scramble. He's not got a lot of movement. He's probably going to scramble towards the gangplank off the...
Yeah.
Off
He's
the-
got one less legs than he's used to.
yeah,
and,
you can see he grabs hold of what looks like one of the ship's carbines and is just like, and panicking is like using it as an improvised crutch to more drag himself as much as limp away. Vig double dashes to get 30 feet on his turn. He's basically
Which on one leg is
Okay,
impressive.
but he's nearer.
he is.
That's exciting.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll say he's on the opposite side. So yeah, he manages to get to the other side of the Kraken's Bane.
So he's now 30 feet away
He's now
from
30
me.
feet from you.
That's awesome.
Except
Good.
we need to get the fuck out.
I know. We're getting there.
Vig's eyes are just like wide. He looks to be just panicking, like barely holding it together.
He's lost a leg. I
Yeah,
panic.
yeah. There's probably some shock going on here.
Yeah.
Hasn't really hit him yet. Okay, now it's time for the fire starters. Okay, so confused one first. Is he going to turn on his friends this turn? Let's find out. Ooh, maybe. What's a 3?
Her 3 is creature doesn't move and takes no actions.
Oh, fair enough.
He just goes blah 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 blah.
Okay, he continues screaming, "They're everywhere! The spiders! They're everywhere!
Oh dear.
Useless but also harmless,
They're
which is a
crawling
shame.
down your throats!" Yeah, it's he's not in a good place.
Yeah, we're on round 3 of confusion. There we go.
Okay.
I'm keeping track
Yeah.
because you have enough to keep track, and we're on round 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taken the bad acid.
Okay. Actually, 2 characters and 2 of the veterans on the previous round also, should have started screaming about spiders. They are ones who missed their shots at Scamp anyway, though. So I've recalled that. I'm just going to quickly roll for them. Oh, and they then shrugged off the confusion, but not the slow.
The slow's down.
So, slow is
Yeah,
down
I went
anyway.
unconscious.
Of course, you got knocked out. Okay, well, confusion-wise then, at the end of his turn, he stops, he says, spiders! There are the spiders! You feel your last confusion, effect break.
Boo.
So, that brings us to the rest of the fire starters. Okay, the slowed one is no longer slowed, but has lost their spell. Under the circumstances, they are probably going to hold a moment. I'm just checking what my rules were here for this, because I did make a plan. How does this spell work? Plans in D&D are interesting when nobody has teleportation magic. Okay. they're going to hold then, but they are going to run away from the illusory crate, which doesn't provide any real cover, towards one of the actual crates. So they get out to crate number 3. You see them run. Time for the other 4 to do something. Okay. They need to get out, and they don't have time to fuck around. I'm going to roll a perception check. That's high enough. They see Scamp.
I'm on the ground out by the window. Do I have more cover for being on the floor here?
You do have cover of +5.
Because I was right up against the wall.
That is true.
But they are up, so they could probably...
No, you've hit the ground. There's a healing word cast, but reasonably speaking, they probably can't tell, because you haven't moved yet. They probably can't tell that you're healed. So we'll assume. So that means they need to pick other targets.
Oh no!
What would they do here? Okay, I know what they do. One of them is going to... So that one then is going to cast a spell on some of the pieces of equipment on the ground floor, those around Corzin. Just tools, shattered pieces, or... actually, no. 2 crates. Yeah, 2 of the crates begin to rumble.
They're within 60 feet of me. Magic uses Nemesis.
True. What do you do? Is that a reaction? Do
you gain the ability to
or?
thwart someone else's magic. A creature that you can see casting a spell or teleporting within 60 feet of you. You use a reaction to magically try and foil it. The creature must succeed a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, which is 16, or whatever they're trying to do fails.
Scamp, do you have the ability to bend fate?
No, I'm 1 short. I think I probably can't see them either from here.
Yeah, I guess they can't see you.
Corzin is scared at the moment. He's not going to be chill about this. He's like, no, 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 no!
Yeah, you panic and reach up, and the octopus tries to flail out and catch the spell, but also panicking misses it as the animation spell takes effect. The 2 crates come to life, and they will go on their turn. Okay, so there are now 2 huge animated objects. Actually, no, they go on the same range as them. So they are both going to take an attack against Corzin.
Okay.
Fucking hell! Natural 17, natural 16.
Okay, both miss.
Okay.
If I've got cover, both miss.
Natural.
Oh,
16,
natural.
17.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
So you've got cover, which does help.
No,
but
both hit then.
The lowest is a 24 for those. Okay. You know the cliffs from Jason and the Argonauts?
Well, the ones that come together.
Yeah. The 2 crates swing apart.
Ooh.
And then swing closed. So they both hit. Let's roll this damage. Where is the damage die? There is the damage die. How are you doing on hit
17.
points? Okay. No. 15 and 13
Okay,
respectively.
I'm down.
You Scamp through the partially open door. Through the open door, you catch sight of the 2 crates coming together, and Corzin hitting the ground as well. Seeing that, the mage is going to call out, "Keep on that one until they're dead. Everyone else, we need to move out." Okay.
Academic,
so-
possibly, but does that mean the fear effect goes? Because I'm no longer able to see my the source of my fear.
I mean, I will let you. I mean, technically, I guess you've got a chance. I mean, you're not awake to take the psychic damage.
Okay.
But the constant. But you will be frightened again at this when you wake up. But I guess I can let you make a wisdom saving throw at the start when you do.
Fair enough. All right, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. But yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you have to make a saving throw to receive the damage anyway, so you get a saving throw anyway. But this is, in effect, if you wake up within the next minute.
Right.
How long is it till Alton gets here?
It's round 8, so anywhere between
This is round
3 to 4
9,
rounds.
isn't it? I swear this was round 9, is it not? Is it still round 8?
I think we're coming to the end of round 8, maybe.
This is rounds. We're coming towards the end of round
sorry.
8. Yeah.
My count's wrong.
Alton, this is really starting to look like the nick of time.
Yeah, because Celestia's acted twice.
Yeah.
So we know it's round 8. We're not at the end. So Corzin down. They shout to do that. And at this point, this is when it's going to get interesting. One of them, others, turns and fires a lightning bolt through the wall of the warehouse, just blasting an escape route. The one who's been holding their action and another one are both going to cast high-level invisibility spells, and a third, as all of the mages and their accomplices fade out of existence. Corzin, you would still be able to see them.
If I were conscious.
If you were conscious.
If I were a conscious person.
If I were conscious.
We all went there.
I'd see invisible everyone around the world. Okay, so consciousness notwithstanding.
Is Colander awake? I have questions.
Yeah. Okay, that brings us out of the Firestarters' turns. They're currently all invisible. The dragon is no longer. The fire dragon is no longer around. Which brings us to their companions, who are not going to lose their invisibility. Scamp, you faintly hear the sounds of running from inside. People are doing something to get out. There's definitely a retreat happening. But you are not, from your position on the ground, you aren't able to see what's happening. Which brings us to round 9. Okay, so from this point onwards, I start rolling for whether or not Alton gets here, with a cumulative chance each turn. Okay, that means top of the round. It's Scamp.
I hate to ask because I'd completely forgotten, but where's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey wisely scampered out of the way before the Cloud Kill spell. Actually, isn't Jeff? Did we make Jeffrey immune to not poison?
He's resistant to poison.
Resistant to poison. Jeffrey wisely scampered out of the way, along with Marjorie, before the Cloud Kill spell came into effect. But you can see them kind of holding onto a window ledge not far away.
How far away is Corzin from me?
Because he's a mad bastard who ran further in, he's now 50 feet from you.
Okay,
That's not a good distance.
So unless you plan to...
The warehouse is only 60 feet long, isn't it? It's probably nearer to me.
Yeah, he's actually, at this point, nearer to the door. The door was, by the way, is actually barred from the inside and it's easy to lift the bar off if you're inside the building and conscious.
okay. I can't do that this turn, though. Because... Well, they've gone out a big hole. Which side was the hole, sorry?
To the north. The side that is not the water.
Okay, so it's not easy for Celestia to get to either.
No, they are going away from your whole party.
Yeah, that is fair.
They've been rumbled, it's time to run.
I'm going to do something potentially very stupid. I'm gonna light the lantern and give it to Jeffrey and say, "Jeffrey, follow those invisible people," and point at the hole.
That's brilliant.
They're so stupid.
This is going to be an interesting one. The lantern does not reveal invisible people.
It shows the magic, though, doesn't it?
It just reveals the
because it showed us up.
It
While we were invisible, it showed us up.
like It didn't show you up when you were invisible. You were. Sorry. Okay.
I think that might have been the light.
That wasn't the lantern.
The lantern
I
showed
assumed the
you
lantern
up.
was doing
That
it
was
too.
the magical paint spell. Yeah. No, the lantern shows up magic from visible sources. Like, otherwise you'd be able to use detect magic to find
not?
invisible people.
Well, there's a
it
whole
not show
other
up
spell
on-
called
No,
See
you
Invisibility.
You
for
can't
that.
use
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's
that
otherwise
is
there'd be no
valid.
point in seeing
Okay, well,
invisibility.
if I know that I can't, there's no point doing that.
Sorry. You know that's the case.
Bugger.
You know enough from talking to Wisdom to work out that it's probably the bank's magical paint, if it smelled.
Bugger, I got mid-timings mixed up. We have no way of following them.
Because that was creating visible light.
How many people are still in this warehouse? But I know that someone stayed behind because they said to hurt Corzin.
Yeah. Probably not everyone could have made it to the hole. Certainly not the chap who was confused. Although they are still inside the probably
But
inside the
I can't see
illusion
anyone. I
crates.
can't do any damage. Where's the fatling? Because are the tentacles still going, or did they drop with the invisibility?
Oh, true. Would they have bothered to keep concentration? No, they were one of the people who needed it. So the tentacles do drop, and Colander sits up from where they've been dropped.
So I've been laughing for the last 5 minutes, and it's been like not the time to share. But since we sang "If I Were a Rich Man," I had "If I Were a Fatling."
Brilliant!
Oh,
So
no.
I can't stop. They couldn't physically not tell any of you for any longer.
Love it.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so I guess Colander is still around. Yes.
Is Colander doing the thing I asked Colander to do?
Probably would. Actually, yeah. You still have asked them to do that, so they are gonna waddle over to Corzin, as the two giant things are gonna start being ready to crush them. Grab hold of Corzin and bring him 10 feet closer to you. So he's now
Still too
40
far.
feet from you. Half movement.
Yeah,
dragging.
no, that is fair. But I can't even get close.
And Colander is literally Corzin's size.
Jelly bean.
No.
Like, probably more mass on account of the fat, but... Although, I don't know, it's less dense than muscle. Anyway, yeah, that's Colander's turn. What do you want to do? What else do you want to do in yours?
Could Jeffrey use my magic stick?
It's based on knowing the words, so Jeffrey maybe with friends' help might be able to make the sound. So you've not really trained them to, so I might need an intelligence check from Jeffrey.
What's Jeffrey's intelligence?
not
like
good.
3?
Considering that it's a fairly complex little prayer in Sawagin that you had to take time to rehearse, but
So
sure.
I've got the
if they
statue
can
and
make-
the magic
if they
stick, but I think I've used the magic stick, so it would have to be the statue, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Jeffrey, take this
Yeah, you
eel
did, 'cause you cast
statue
aid with it.
and go save Corzin. Probably next time.
Okay, Jeffrey. What's Jeffrey's movement? It's pretty good.
Wake up being smacked in the head with a
yeah.
statue by a monkey.
Jeffrey has, from memory, I gave Jeffrey a good climb speed.
I totally found and then lost Jeffrey's stats again.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Where are you?
I think they have got like a 40-foot climb speed, so if they're based off what I remember basing them off,
Did I take a?
they
Did I
totally
do the
can
smart
do
thing
that.
and take a photo of Jeffrey's stats, or did I just intend to? I think I just intended to.
That is a good idea.
Well
Next
done,
time you
mate.
find them.
Well done, you. When you find them again, right? Jeffrey does, if he's based off what I think he is, have 40 feet of movement. He is very fast, because that is the level for what I use the base feature. So, Jeffrey is able to scramble over to Corzin. Roll an intelligence check for Jeffrey.
That's a 1.
I think it's minus
Oh
4.
no.
Oh god.
Jeffrey's not quite dumb enough to start trying to eat the statue, but forgetting how it works, he just starts like kind of hitting Corzin like weakly. It doesn't do any damage, but like just start hitting Corzin with the statue and going as if trying to get it, as if like shouting at it to work.
Dear.
You just hear a voice in your mind, Scamp. Damn it.
Thank you for trying.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Do I know if animate objects are based on sight, like their attacks?
Well, you do have the spell, so you would know that they have very, very limited blind sight. So they don't really have sight. They can just kind of sense everything within a very strictly limited radius.
So they couldn't be tricked with an illusion.
It's blind sight, so a visual illusion won't work on them. No. It feels more like they have like something. It feels to you like they have echolocation or something like it.
So they might attack the
They can
fatling
kind of, like,
instead of
feel
Corzin.
the vibrations. True, they are the same size and broad shape. Like they are tiny bipeds.
Oh no.
I might flip a coin for them and see which one they go for. Which one each of them goes for. Okay.
But I can't see a
what do you
target
want to
to
do?
attack.
You can't. No. Apart from the crates.
Yeah, but I know how hard it is to break things that have got that spell on them.
No, fair enough.
I know that there are a ton of damage because it's my spell, and I don't have any spells other than cantrips, and one second level spell.
That is fair.
Right, I just because I know that they said there was going to be to leave someone. I am going to cast a minor illusion. No, that's on 30 feet. It's too close. Has it got any further away with the expanded? Sorry, my turn is taking forever. The evolving cantrips thing. Does that affect distance?
Check.
Might be 50 now.
Yeah. Evolving cantrip.
I should just keep this open when we play.
I don't actually have
I
this.
ever shut it.
It's kind of useful. Yeah. So this is minor illusion, right? Pardon me. Oh, this is a fight with a lot of
Yeah,
checking
sorry.
points. That's alright. It's like these high level fights get technically interesting. Up to 2 images in a 5-foot cube. Up to 5 images. Oh, range of 60 feet for minor illusion.
I don't know how convincing it's going to be, but I'm going to make Corzin look like he's unconscious somewhere else.
Ooh.
Just slightly off.
Describe exactly what you want to do.
I want to put cover
That's
Corzin
kind of important.
with like a crate or something.
Okay.
And then have an unconscious Corzin body somewhere just off to the side. So if anyone's trying to shoot him, they're shooting the wrong thing.
Okay. You do so. A blur of smoke appears around them for a moment to disguise the change, and there is a fallen crate near where over actual Corzin, which Jeffrey is now hitting with with the statue. And there is now an unconscious Corzin bleeding out next to it. Or, well, a still image of an unconscious
How
Corzin
much of
next
an
to it.
action is it to use the talking stones?
To use the talking stones we've established is a mess. It is
Can
a
I
bonus
use?
action.
I haven't used my bonus action, have I? Have I used my bonus action?
I mean, you just use your action to cast that. I don't.
I'm
going to
message Celestia if I can.
I'm going to say that. Yeah,
Celestia,
do.
Corzin is unconscious, but I've hidden him under an illusion. The crate that Jeffrey is hitting is actually Corzin.
Right, good to... What? Fine, okay. I'll see what I can do.
And that finally ends your
Sorry
turn.
about
Okay,
that.
Let's move on That's all right. Let's move on to that person. You hear the sounds of running from above. More running. Okay, that brings us to Celestia.
Okay.
Corzin,
no.
roll a death saving throw.
Okay, that is 1 success.
Okay.
Right. Oh god. Veeg's trying to come to me, and so Veeg is 30 feet ahead of me.
Veeg is 30 feet
I'm
ahead
at the
of you.
corner of the building.
You're at the corner of the building. The door back into the building is kind of like by you, but currently barred. I'll say that.
Is there anywhere I can see into the building?
Yeah, there's window. I'll say there's a window next to it that you can get to with 10 feet of movement, which will allow you to see where Corzin is.
Okay. I'm going to do that and do a healing word. It's going to be quite a big one because I'm running out of small spells.
Heal the crate!
It's a 4th level one, so enjoy that. Yeah, I mean, I've been told it's a
You
crate.
heal
so-
the crate! That crate just gets a little bit less broken.
You wake up to the sight of a psychotic monkey eating you in the face with a statue.
No. Corzin, you open your eyes, like drawing in a breath from your battered, bruised body, to find yourself in what appears to be a wooden coffin, from your perspective, while monkey hands are breaking through it and hitting you with a healing stick.
16
Oh,
hit
nice.
Well,
It's a fucking high level healing word. I didn't have any low ones.
with the message.
And that's a bonus action. Veeg's coming to me already. Should probably go and get him, but there's also maybe other things that I want to do.
There are 2 hovering crates over the crate where Corzin is as well, is worth noting.
Hovering crate.
Animated huge crates are still next to Corzin, preparing to try and crush
Okay.
him into pieces.
Oh god. Is there
Oh
anything?
yeah, and also Colander is there. You've not seen Colander up to this point, so out of nowhere, the fatling Colander is also next to Corzin, and appears to be tugging on the crate.
Celestia does an aside to camera. And then carries on.
It's one of those
what she's
days.
doing. It is. Can I do anything with a 30-foot radius from myself?
I mean, you can affect Corzin actually, because he is
I
close
don't
to the
want
door.
to affect Corzin. I want to affect people I don't like and maybe
you don't
crates.
like. I'll say that with a little bit of movement, you can get
I can pick though, so it doesn't matter if Corzin's in it.
people that you know for sure are within, or entities you know for sure are within 30 feet and are hostile. If you move a little bit to north along the street are the 2 animated mortar balls.
Okay.
The 2 swirling death balls.
I was hoping to get some mages, really.
You can't currently see any mages.
Okay, I didn't know where they are.
I hate them.
And I normally would say, that perception check to try and guess by hearing is a bonus action.
I don't have a bonus action. I've used it on healing word. I literally don't have one. I can't.
You could, if you wanted to, you could try and use it as an action this round and track their position into
Are
the
the
next
balls between me and Veeg?
one. They are not fortuitously. The balls are
I'm
are
not
up
going
the
to bother
street.
about them then.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
fair
worth it. God, I don't have anything worth spending on 2 crates. I'm just gonna say it. I really
fair.
don't have anything I can afford to
Have you
spend
got
on
a
2
weapon?
crates.
If you've got nothing else to do with the
got a
action, or hold it for in
gun.
case you can.
Nothing else to do. You do have your guitar. I'll say acrobatics check to just leap through the damn window if you want.
I also don't want to leave Veeg because
Yeah, Vig is also in a
he's
state.
really injured.
I mean,
I'm trying to work out what
it
I
might
can
be worth
usefully do
like
here.
using the action to try and find them. If you've got nothing else you think you can usefully do.
That's true, but I'm also happy to run.
Yeah.
I don't think we're staying and
But
fighting
if the
at this
cavalry
point, let's be
arrives, being able
honest.
to tell them where they are would be useful.
Yeah. Have you got...
That is true. I think now that I've healed Corzin, the best thing I can usefully do is use I mean, you often do. If you can do 2 bonus actions,
Yeah,
don't you?
Yeah, I'll let you use another bonus
because it's
action as an
basically
action.
wasting an action. But yeah. So I will. I'll try and work out if I can see where they're going.
Okay, go for it. Make a perception check. It is with disadvantage because they're
They're
invisible.
invisible, yeah. That's not bad actually. That is a 20. No, 19. I can't do maths.
Okay.
No, 20. Fuck. Sorry.
All right.
I'm
We're all a mess.
It's okay. 20 is enough. You can't I mean, it's hard to pinpoint an exact person. But what you think is happening from the aggregate sound of footsteps and grunting is that they are currently trying to climb. From here, it would be to the roof.
Okay.
You think that they're blasting the hole out, and in fact, as you kind of peer just through the slats of the windows, you can see a rope that has been probably attached to like a grapnel or something that is coming down on the outside of the building next to where the hole's been blown. So you would guess that they are probably climbing up to the roof and plan to make some sort of further escape from there.
Okay.
It is close enough on the rooftops for them to conceivably go back the way that you came in, off to the east, and hop onto another building from there.
Okay.
So they might be trying to escape by rooftop.
I think, my friend is running up to me with a leg off.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go get him with my movement. I know it's not the most sensible, but I don't think you'd do
Yeah.
anything
No,
else,
you
would
spend,
you?
you spend the rest of your movement to get towards V.
Tactically not great, but
V, using his weapon as a crutch, struggles over and sort of collapses slightly around, like putting his arms around you.
yeah, I'll either prop him up or lift him, depending on what he
He
wants.
kind of does the thing where he's got one arm heavily around your shoulders, using the weapon as a crutch and limping. He looks utterly blitzed out in pain.
Let's get out of here.
Too right. Okay, he will move where you move on your turn.
Yeah.
Basically. So that also the building is on flames around you. So that takes us away from Celestia onto the majors. Movement. The sound, Celestia, because you've made that check, you can hear the sounds of now the rest of the group tracking up, including one person. You can just hear them shouting, "Hey, wait for him! Wait for me!" The one confused one screaming about the spiders guy. Struggles up. You can now see that distance rope swinging a little bit as multiple figures are clambering up onto it. This round, their priority is just getting up there, so I think they're all dashing. So you don't hear any spell casting this round. Okay, that makes it more people run up. Their veterans run up. Okay, round 10. Let's roll and see if Alton's here yet.
Come on, Alton.
Okay, Alton is not here yet.
Oh, God.
So we are on round 10. But the first thing that... there is one more thing that...
Oh, my confusion's basically gone now, isn't it?
Your confusion's
I've
gone.
stopped counting
so
it,
that's-
excellent.
Yeah, so that's gone. Everyone's shrugged it off. Speaking of things that are shrugged off, I'm just checking whether they got a chance to... Oh, there is one last chance. You went straight into the building. Okay! The two mortar balls drop to the ground.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't waste my action on them. Good.
Yeah, the spell wears out. The other one of the two spells on them also wears out. The animate object that is rotating the 10 little pieces of debris. They all just fall to the ground. The cloud kill does
I thought that
not
was the
wear
spell.
off.
Oh no, the
So
one that
now
was.
That's
the other
gone.
one.
No, the cloud kill
Yeah.
coming from
Oh,
the
the
from the
sphere.
enchanted ball.
Cool.
So on the north end of the street, basically blocking the street off now, there's a cloud of basically.
But we can just go
essentially
through the
mustard
hole in
gas.
the building.
There's-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can go through the hole in the
Because
building.
that's the same direction. so
There
that's
are ways. Has been. Yeah, pretty much. But that might be a problem for anyone else arriving. However, yay, they're out of the fight, which brings us to
Oh, no.
Scamp.
So no one's revealed themselves here.
No. Celestia might potentially. I'll assume Celestia could have shouted out there on the roof if you want.
Can I?
Yeah,
Would that be? I
yep.
assumed I couldn't, so I didn't. But
Shouting's
if
a
I could,
free
I totally
action.
would. They're on the roof.
There you go. But yeah, that's the information. That's the most information you can really get there.
You can
Oh, dear.
shout, you know.
Okay. One creature you can see, that's no good. Oh dear.
Oh shit! I nearly forgot someone's action. The two
Yeah.
huge crates
Oh,
need to
no.
act before you can. So they are both going to attack Corzin.
Oh,
who
not
is
the
prone.
fatling survives.
So. Oh shit!
Oh, no.
You're right. I've got to roll odds and evens.
Look,
Do they go for?
Corzin still in an
yes.
illusory
Also,
crate.
they've
But
got
he-
blind
that-
sight,
that
though.
doesn't
He
seem
hasn't, he hasn't moved
Ah.
yet, strictly speaking, though.
He hasn't moved yet. I'm sorry. They do both attack Corzin.
Okay.
Ooh.
Odds called evens.
Ah, fair.
Evens Corzin. Okay, so they're both going to attack Corzin.
Do I count as having cover being in this illusion? I don't suppose I do I?
Not to things with blind
It's
sight.
not real, no.
17 hits.
17? Okay, one hit, the other was double fives, so the other does not. Okay, one of them, however, does sort of just. One crashes down on. Kind of like goes for where you were. You roll to the side. The other, though, just goes straight down on top of you.
How much?
Let's roll that damage.
7. Okay.
7.
Still up.
You're actually you survive, but it's a bit it's a little bit cartoonish. The crate breaks around you, so you find yourself like covered by the crate. And to everyone looking from the outside, it looks like it's just squashed you flat.
Oh no!
But you're actually still you're still up in there and can easily climb out on your tip. Or I guess attack the crate from the inside if that is your preference. Okay, so now it's Scamp.
The imposter? Yeah.
That's your drown name, isn't it? Scump.
Oh no!
That was a good day. Oh, knife baby.
I love that knife, baby.
I miss knife baby every day.
Jeffrey is now hitting the crate that you are actually in with the healing state.
Yeah, can Jeffrey try again?
Yes, yeah, I'll say that. You can make an intelligence check.
No, that is a 6 minus like 4, I think. No, minus 3, I think.
2.
Okay,
Oh no, yeah, because
okay.
it's
No, it
it's-
is minus 4.
Yeah, 2 intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay, that, Jeffrey just starts calling out what he
Oh, no.
thinks are the words.
Yeah, I suppose the lack of vocal cords is going to be a problem here.
You just
Such
hear
a
a
problem.
somewhat strained voice in the back of your mind.
Thank you for trying. Do I see anything? Oh no, I did know what I was going to do. I'm going to go
Yes.
into the warehouse so that the people on the roof can't necessarily see me and start shooting the ceiling with fire.
Okay. With what kind
A
of fire?
firebolt, but it will ignite a flammable object that isn't being worn or carried.
That's fine. It'll hit
Nice.
the roof. The roof is not necessarily
but-
paper thin,
yeah, okay.
so I'm going
I'm
to
going to sort of go where I think
rolls.
people might be,
Roll.
based on.
Yeah, roll an attack roll with disadvantage.
Oh, shame. One of those is a natural 20. The other one's a 15.
Boo.
They do have total cover from you, so you. So
Yeah, I'm
you
trying
do
to. What
strike the
I'm
roof,
trying to do is
so you
basically
do set that on
cave in
fire.
the roof eventually. I'm not trying to damage them.
Okay, roll damage.
I'd love to damage them, but I don't think that was going to happen. Oh, not great. 14.
Okay, so 28 damage to the roof, which is largely made of wood and is vulnerable to fire.
And is now on fire.
That is not. And is now on fire. Okay, so your firebolt is not big, but it burns
And
hot.
precise as well, which is quite useful.
And as it strikes, the it kind of like splatters out, and a section of the roof of the support beams holding up the roof, and the roof wooden slats themselves burst into flames. Okay, you do hear a sort of "ah" from above. It's hard to tell exactly where. That makes it. What are they going to do?
I am going to change my last spell into sorcery points as well, because I think being able to bend fate is more useful than a second level spell.
You hear the first spell being cast up above. Someone shouts out. Okay. Spell number 1 is cast.
Oh, that's horrifying, whatever that is.
Okay. That should take effect. Yes. Alright. Then that brings us to Corzin to go. Corzin, you are kind of inside a box that's trying to kill you.
Well, if I'm actually contained within the box, I'm going to have to try and...
You're like half in, half out. You can get out if you want. You're mostly in it for flavour.
I'm in flavour country. Okay. I need to just cut my way out of this box then. Okay, so it will be with my my swords. So first one is an 18. Oh, and it's with Riptide, so it's does double damage to objects.
Riptide does double damage.
Woo!
This is, well, the structure of it is an inanimate object, even if it is currently animate.
That has been so helpful.
Okay, so I will roll that. Doubling the dice, that is 12 slashing damage. And next one with... that is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
For just 9 slashing damage this time. And then the third one with Riptide is a 23 for...
Yep.
10 slashing damage.
Okay, nice. Don't forget this is totally double.
Oh, okay. In which case, then the first one that was 12. So
just tell me what your modifier.
Oh, my plus is plus 6.
Just add those. Cool. So that basically to damage, not to hit.
Yeah, it is to damage.
What's your strength? Oh shit! No, you're crazy Dexy, aren't you?
Yeah, because it counts as a +1 weapon. I have +5 Dex.
No, it does. Okay, right. So you've actually done fucking hell. So you've actually done 43 damage. You smash into this fucking crate. This crate is bloodied. If it could,
this crate has more hit points than Celestia.
Yes.
Even at full.
It does.
It's got nearly as many hit points as I do.
The crate is like
okay, break.
One entire side of the crate is now broken.
He's woken up in the crate. He's cutting his way out of it going, is it too late to get a refund on this funeral?
Oh no, sorry.
Oh god, yeah, because you woke up in a coffin-like crate, and then a bigger crate smashed onto you.
Celestia with a bloodied V, like leaning on her, laughs.
Okay, I don't think I can do anything else this time. I'm currently entwined with it.
No, you can stand up if you want. Okay, yeah. You can stand up
I'll do
using
that.
half your movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. Okay, so at least they don't have advantage on attacking you next round. Okay, that brings us to Celestia Town.
I mean, the first thing I'm doing is, like, no, I don't want to... I know Orton's on his way. Mm-hmm. The facts that I know are that the mages are on the roof, there's gas at the end of the pier, and the Kraken's Bane is on fire. Is there anything else I know about the situation?
The Kraken's Bane is on fire. You know Corzin is being attacked by the crates, but is up, because you...
I've heard him, he's fine.
No, there's no other pertinent facts.
That's
you know
fine.
Alton will arrive any moment, but you don't know when that moment will be.
Cool. I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay.
Alton, mages on roof, Kraken's Bane on fire, Drydock on fire, Vig really injured. deadly gas. Where is it?
North end of street by the... it's basically the north end of the street by the dry dock. So it's really obvious greenish yellow gas by the dry dock.
North End Street by Dry Dock.
Dry dock is one word.
Dry Dock. We're probably running now. Help!
Okay. You quickly hear back. Run! We're nearly there! We've got support against the fire! Just get to safety! Doesn't waste any more words. You just.
I'm just going to shout. Alton says, "Get to safety."
Okay.
And then I'm going to go as far as I can with Vig.
I'm
dragging someone. So.
Yeah. Do you want to go into the water or just far along the pier?
I'm not taking somebody who's massively bleeding into the water.
Yeah. Just wanted to check if that was one of your.
Absolutely
if
not.
that was your escape plan.
That seems like
okay,
a
you just get
terrible
him
idea
out of the
with
building
a
and into the
massively open
street,
wound.
but out away from the top side.
We're like round the corner of the warehouse, aren't we?
You've just pulled him out of the burning thing.
Out of the burning dry dock.
Burning dry dock. So yeah, you can get to the warehouse, whose roof you now notice is starting to be on fire.
Uh-huh.
The roof is on fire.
Where is... Well done. Where is away?
Honestly, at this point, back onto the pier and running east, because the way north is blocked by deadly smoke, and the way south is water, and west is fire.
So basically, the way I've just come.
You just come back the way
I'm
you came.
gonna back round the side of the warehouse, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
I
you
think
use
it's
your
my
action to support Vig, and I'll say that splitting the difference, the pair of you get 45 feet away.
45 feet.
Yeah, you just sort of run sort of 2/3. Okay, that is actually all the pair of you are going to do, as the mages continue and finish casting their spell. Okay. And that is actually it, because all three of you hear from above. Scamp, you're outside. Celestia, you're outside. You look up. You can't see anything leave the roof, but you feel something leave. Bits of roof tilings brush aside and hit the ground as something invisible escapes. Next top of the which is going to bring us to the top.
I can't see it because I'm inside, can I?
You can't see it. You hear the sound of something flapping from above. It's not too subtle when it takes off, but it quickly becomes hard to hear. So I'm going to slightly fiddle this and say, because normally this would happen on initiative count 20. As this happens, as whatever that is takes off, you hear shouting and exclamations from the opposite side of the dry dock, and the sounds of probably about 100 odd people rushing onto the scene. There's no immediate obvious threat that they can shoot at, but you do hear Alton.
I did also tell him that there were people across the river ages ago.
Oh no, they've been firing cannons at them.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. That side of things is dealt.
Oh, that has happened.
Yes, that has happened. So you do hear, but you do faintly hear. Right. I want everyone spread out, perimeter. Watch the air. Watch the rooftops. They're trying to get high. Elder Fidelity, could you do something? Not a problem. And you hear a muttering. Celestia, you see a blue raven spirit fly into the sky and plunge into the water. The water near the pier. The water bubbles, and a huge, kind of vaguely bird-like pillar of water comes out and smashes straight down over the dry dock, extinguishing the flames.
Ooh, okay.
Is Alton within shouting distance?
Alton is kind of on the opposite side of the dry dock within shouting distance, so yeah, you can just about hear him.
Can I shout
You
to
can
him?
shout
'Cause that's-
to him on your
talking
turn,
is a free action.
because I'm just going to get through everyone's turns, because
Fine.
the animated objects aren't done, so the fight isn't technically over yet. Speaking of which, the animated objects need to act. So they are going to attack Corzin. Oh no! Collander's there, so let's roll it again. 1 against Collander, 1 against Corzin. I mean,
Hey.
here's the thing, Collander has also been acting, so I guess Collander has been like tugging on you, Corzin, kind of going like,
This way. This way.
so I guess
Can
we'll
you
give
not
Scamp a free
see the
action
bigger
to, like,
problem
if you
here?
want to command Collander to do anything else.
Nope.
Collander looks back to you, Scamp.
Attack the boxes.
Okay.
Collander just opens his mouth and
Oh, wow.
bites one. With his horrifying
no.
needle teeth.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no!
Yeah. 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 Collander's... It's kind of a good thing you guys never really got into a fight with these things.
Just remembered an attack you said they have, and it's really weird. if it happens.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, they do some damage to the crate, not as much as Corzin by any stand. So one crate attack against Collander, 1 against Corzin.
Nah, hits.
Dirty 20 against Corzin, like fucking 25
whoever's
against
concentrating on this,
Collander.
probably die wherever they are. I want to kill them.
Yep.
Ugh.
Collander is thrown into a series
Oh,
of
no.
crates, crashing through them. You can see their eyes sort of
They're
spin
a
around.
lot more resilient than I took them to be.
Yeah. Okay, but one does hit you as well, so causing... Fucking hell. No.
No? Okay, I'm down
Yeah,
again.
that's 20 damage. The one you are in flips to the side, catching you in it, flies up, dunks you out, and then lands on you. Knocking you down to 0 again. Okay, looks like the fight isn't quite over, but it's nearly done. Which brings us to Celeste.
Jeffrey! Rolled a 7.
Ah!
Oh dear.
You've rolled 1, 2, and 3.
There's a moment of frustration, and you hear a voice go, I hate to ask this, but do I have your permission?
It's Jeffrey's permission you need.
Not entirely how it works, I'm afraid.
Well, I can't give you Jeffrey's permission, so no.
And I've got to keep trying to persuade him. Okay.
I'm gonna
So,
move in though, so that
Okay.
like next time I can
Oh, yeah.
reach.
Because you can
Corzin.
still act. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You are now 10 feet from Corzin and the crates.
I will twin a firebolt since I now have a couple of sorcery points. The crates.
What do you want to go for?
If Corzin's down,
Yep. Go for the mill. Go for
that
it.
is a 24 and a 16
Roll
to hit.
damage. Cool. Do you want to hit them both on the same crates or one on each? One is obviously more damage than the other.
I will hit 2 on the same one because I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Okay,
still.
roll damage.
Oh, then maybe it is though. That's 23 damage on the first one.
Okay.
Bloody
Nope, that is enough.
hell. The other
One crate is blasted
yeah,
away.
was also decent. That's 22.
Nice.
2 shatters into the second. Celestia, anything you want to do in your turn? You're just running.
I mean, can I see anyone?
I'll say that you can get into a position where, at the end of your movement, where you can you get back to the other side and can peer around and see what's happening.
Yeah, I'll do a ridiculously high-level healing word on Corzin.
Okay.
Because I can't think of anything else to do. Give me a moment.
Thank you.
Dice. D4s.
You ding yours over.
I'm wearing a hole in my current
Terrible
hit points
power.
box here.
Oh my god.
And
I rolled 5 D4s.
Oh.
4 of them are 1s.
holy shit.
I'm not even kidding you. So that is... Oh my god, how do adding?
I'll
12
take it.
hit points total.
With that, I'm gonna summarise.
Yeah, and then I will keep running with League.
At that point, the other flank of the soldiers come in through this far side of the warehouse, and you see about 20 musket-armed, actually rifle-armed individuals run round. See what's happening, including Alton.
I do.
Corzin, duck! Firing squad. The crate is blasted to smithereens.
Thank you.
As you stand in the midst of smoke coming off the blazing, formerly blazing remnants of the dry dock, you've survived. It's not been without losses, without serious damage, both to the efforts of the resistance and more personal costs as well. But you've done it. You have survived the assassination attempt. And we're going to pick up at that exact moment after these, no doubt important, messages.
Orsiria would like to remind her loyal subjects that arson in Her Majesty's dockyard is a very serious offence and carries the death penalty. We would also like to remind any would-be revolutionaries that liking, rating and subscribing to Flintlocks and Fireballs and discussing their Patreon may be seen as an act of sedition, and those partaking in any such activities may regard themselves as traitors to the crown. Remember also, fealty will be rewarded, disloyalty will be punished.
And welcome back. The air is thick with smoke around you. Corzin, you pick yourself up from where you lay flat to avoid the hail of bullet fire and musket rounds. And as you hear the sounds of people shouting and taking control of the situation outside, you and Jeffrey kind of limp out to where Scamp is, just in time to see Celestia supporting a grievously injured V.
How are you doing?
Oh, we've got to get a tourniquet on that immediately.
I don't know what to do. Help.
Nice. Yeah, Corzin.
I've got a bandana.
Okay, yeah, take your bandana off, Corzin.
Oh, be careful though, because thread's in a burn. That's really bad.
I don't know how it works. Somebody explain.
Corzin,
It's higher up. It's got to be higher up.
you take this. You don't need a medicine check for this. You've done this before. You
Yeah.
tie a tourniquet. There's a gasp from Vig, who honestly looks on the verge of passing out anyway. Vig,
This is gonna hurt like fuck. I'm sorry.
I feel like fuck.
I have a healing potion, but I'm terrified one of us is going to need it. If we get back somewhere,
I got this.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Corzin is gonna put a cure wounds into him.
There is.
Just a level 1, but and it's max points, so he gets 11 hit points back.
He winces a little, and his breathing is a little more steady. He's definitely still out of it with shock, but
Will be
a
for a
little bit
while.
less on death's immediate door. We've got work to do. We should really inspect the ship and.
Darling.
No.
No.
I can take care of that. You have got to get yourself to
Also-
Aujin and Heinz as quickly
I'm
as you
sorry,
can.
you can't take care of that right now. Right now we're going. We'll deal with that later. Now we need to get safe. Alton gave us an opening. We're taking it. Come on.
Right.
We've got to take these documents somewhere or something.
Yes, we do,
Okay,
but let's get our
point-
grievously injured colleague
points in
somewhere
the
first.
direction of Ajin Horhace.
Don't be ridiculous, you stupid fuck. Lead on me, I'm taking
You're
you
a
there.
stupid fuck.
Yes, I am. I'm the stupidest
Right.
fuck ever. Come on.
Yeah, between us, we can help you. Come on.
As if I'm gonna leave you to.
Yeah. You can see that already a crowd is gathering a distance away, including many of the crew, and the crew members who ran when this fight started because they realised they were so outclassed by it, have retrieved other officers, including Watcher Wheels, Aujin, Heinrich, and indeed Molly, who is looking up with some consternation, scanning the building, and you see her shoulders drop a little bit when Corzin emerges from.
I will wave at them.
Is little Corzin there?
Little Corzin is not there.
Good.
No. Molly did not bring little Corzin.
How far away is she?
The other side of the building, but like they immediately stop. She and several of the others start running towards you, including Aujin's somewhat lumbering gait, who himself, I'll remind you, also I believe has a peg leg.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
There they come over. Sweet Regent.
We need help here. I'm just holding Vig up.
Right.
I was a
I
close
don't know
one.
what you
Right,
do in this
Aujin,
situation.
do you...
Wheels, Aujin, get this man some help.
Aujin takes the body, takes Vig. At this point, you kind of get a look into the dry dock. The structure of this dry dock is ruined. It can be rebuilt with time, but that's time in the region. But that's weeks of time you don't have.
No dry dock is bad.
Yeah, the capacity to repair ships is much reduced. The good news is the ship was almost fully repaired. They'd even just about finished the new blue and silver paint coat when the fire started. The ship has taken some fire damage, mostly from, you can see one point across the deck where there is a streak of char where that dragon-like elemental breathed onto it.
All right.
However,
What are we looking at?
structurally, it's still afloat. You are down to 950 out of 1100 hit points.
Right, okay, I'll make a note of that.
But you also get your 80 gold back for repairs that I mentioned before, because they ain't doing them.
Right, that can't be the only dry dock in the city, though, surely.
As you see, Aujin starts moving. Aujin and Heinrich both start moving Vig over towards the. In fact, doesn't even do that. Aujin holds up Vig and snaps to Heinrich and a couple of crew to get onto the ship and get him a stretcher, because all the medical supplies are there.
Aujin, I'm a bit fucked, but I've got one massive spell if you need any healing. I don't know when that's best, but if that would help, I've got a really big one.
I've got some left in me as well.
It's literally
This
my
thing does
only
magic
spell,
too.
so I didn't want to do it then in case anyone went down, and I was scared of using my last healing potion in case
No, you
anyone
did
went
the right
down.
thing. You did the right thing,
Okay,
Celestia. That's
I feel
fine.
terrible.
It is all right.
Okay.
We're all alive. Let's hold on to that for the moment.
You've done well with what you have. He's not going to. There's no little risk of him bleeding out.
Don't suppose you found a leg, did you?
Doesn't matter, does it?
Towards ash, various scattered ash on the ship. I think we're past that.
Right.
I have no idea how he woke up.
I've seen stranger things.
Sheer bloody-minded stubbornness.
Only Vig. Or you, actually. Look at Corzin.
Speaking of which, let me look for the three of you over.
I'm fine. That's alright.
I'm alright, don't worry. I'm not alright, I've got 15 hit points.
Gives you a brief visual examination.
7.
I love how we both said we're fine. Like bleeding from multiple places.
Wait,
I'm
I'm
fine.
in single figures. This is not good.
We're all pretty beaten up, but stable.
See one of my things for a moment. Captain, standard care for the three of you. You should rest, and I've no doubt a small amount of magic. You'll heal.
Right, it's alright. We've got stuff to do first.
It appears you have the luck of the 1,000.
I don't know whose luck it is, but I'm just thankful for it right now. Molly.
Arjun gives you a curt salute and goes to tend to his patient. You notice Watcher Wheels, the carpenter, actually follows after as well. Molly comes over.
I envelop her.
She hugs you tightly. Corzin's under watch in the bedrooms.
Good. You didn't need to see this.
How
Close one there, but
are we
fucking hell.
alive?
Luck of Halfland.
Sheer bloody-mindedness and stupidity, I think.
Does everybody have different kinds of luck on the surface? What is this?
I think
Apparently.
we're too dumb to know if we were dead. At this point, I think we just wouldn't have noticed.
Also, once again, they seem to have underestimated us, but that isn't going to be a thing they'll do again.
They got away, didn't they? We didn't take a single one of them down. We've got no one to question. We have no leads to follow. This is a problem.
You have your lives.
Yeah, and while we still have
The first
those, we
thing I
have
heard
a
about this
chance.
was cannon fire. You have your lives.
I'll take it.
Hugs you tightly.
Hope Vig's okay.
As always, she's right. He's probably never going to walk the same way again, but
He'll find a way,
like
I'm
the rest
sure.
of us, has our lives. Oh yeah, if anyone can, it'll be him.
It's Vig. Ooh.
Right.
Was
there anyone else on board?
Was anyone else hurt?
You look over and you can see the crew members that were stationed guarding the Kraken's Bane. A couple of them have like soot on their clothes. One of them you can see is nursing a burn on their arm, but no one seriously injured. That one's probably. You're looking at that chap. He's going to need some salve and time, but that's well within.
Nothing horrific, yeah.
Yeah, what your ship can manage.
Alright, you lot are second watch, right? I'm going to need every person back here from second watch. We're likely to have to move the ship in the not too distant future.
They nod. Molly puts a hand on his shoulder. We'll get the crew together. Make her ready for getting into the water and out, if need be.
Thank you, darling.
What were we
I think
doing? We were doing something.
We were taking some documents somewhere important.
Oh, shit. We were.
yeah, we doubled back, came back here, and they tried to jump us.
Celestia's maybe got the sort of in shock person, like slightly like surreal sort of distance to her.
Well, we still got to do that, but right now I want to make sure that the ship's safe.
Yeah, I mean they're crime
that's
bosses.
why we
They'll
came
be up.
back, wasn't it?
Molly looks at the ship and nods. Honestly, I'd say it's a coin's toss. Oh, my nerves are up. About whether they were after the Kraken's Bane or the three of you.
I think it was us. They had a person signalling when we were leaving. That sounds like it was us.
But they set the
It's-
ambush up here and they would.
They were probably trying to get us when we came back after we did what we were going to be doing, but we came back early.
At least we still have a ship.
Yes, we have a ship and we have our lives, and we're going to do a lot with both.
They are very dangerous, and they don't care who gets hurt trying to get to us. And that worries me.
We're obviously military targets of significance enough they don't care about collateral
I'm going to
damage.
be blunt here. When I served in Brannigan's Blades, they sent me after people like you.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Taking you down is the equivalent of taking down an entire battalion.
Suppose it is.
Congratulations, we rank as an assassinatable threat.
Oh, my mum would be really proud.
Right, well, not that this wasn't on our to-do list anyway, but we've got to do what we can to track down those bastards and make sure they can't do this again.
Not tonight, we don't, darling. I've got one spell.
No, I'm not suggesting right now. Right now, we have to regroup and reorganize.
Don't get me wrong; it's a big spell, but we need to do that. We need to take the documents.
Yes.
I've got
that is
little
something, 'cause
stuff.
it's...
I'm not out of a fight, but I've not got anything substantial at all.
I have one big thing, and I mean the things that we can all do lots of times a day, like making little puffs of smoke and insulting people so their noses bleed and shit. But like,
wait, that's the thing you can do?
yes,
Huh?
it's great. You'd
It's come in handy a lot of
it's
times.
a real shame you can't do it. You'd fucking love it.
I wish I had that when I was still a barmaid.
Wouldn't it have been wonderful?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It would have come in handy. Alright. Look. We need to get these documents to where
Get
they're
them to where
going.
you need to go. I'll organise the crew.
Thank you. And
I can't
we'll
send
meet you back at...
if anything goes wrong.
Scamp, do you still have Marjorie?
Yeah. Marjorie was
Alright.
very
Soot-stained
careful.
pigeon flutters down.
Hey,
Right,
Marjorie.
it'll be slower than sending, but if we need to send a message, then Marjorie's our best bet.
Yeah, probably best.
Right.
It's a good thing I didn't make you a pug yet. Soon.
Right. If anything happens to us, we'll send Marjorie with a message, but right here and right now, we've got to do this. We will meet you back at the hotel.
Oh, fuck, we have to go see Azra. I hate Azra.
Well, not immediately. First, we've got to take these to the people who need them.
Is that not Azra out of character? I'm
You
confused.
need to take it to the Moray, to the Moray family. Then they will give you the deeds to take to Azra.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. There's the whole extra step. Okay, you gather yourselves together.
I imagine we look bad.
You look bad, yeah. You are burned.
I look like 7
You
hit
are-
points.
I look
you
like
are
15.
shocked. You, like...
Okay, so you got 7. I've got 12. How many have you got, Ellie?
15.
Like, I'm gonna say that
Right,
you...
okay.
I
So
never
between
have the most
three
hit
of us-
points. Look at me go.
I'm gonna say that you take a minute to do some very basic first aid to stop yourself.
We take a
falling
short
apart.
rest. Is that
If you want,
cheeky?
You can take an hour and just do some actual.
Oh yeah,
first
definitely.
aid.
Alright, taking an hour
Honestly,
then.
I'd feel way more comfortable going anywhere with more hit
It'll
points
take
than
you
this.
like 10:30. in the
I
evening.
don't know how many hit dice I've got left. I forgot to write down. I'm pretty
Half of
sure we
them.
had a short rest.
You had a
since
short rest
we-
earlier. You got half of your hit points left. Hit dice left.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it.
I don't know that I used that many of
I mean,
them.
you can only use
so-
half of them per short
Yeah.
rest, so use half
So it'll
of
be
them.
alright. Okay. 10, 11, 20. Yeah. Oh, that's a good start.
Now you're adding your con with every hit die, aren't you?
Yeah.
Song of Rest, please.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Like, I'm not being funny. Celestia is in shock, and I don't think that's going anywhere until we've like finished doing what we're doing for the night. So there's some like vague tootling away on the guitar to try
It's like a
and
gentle
make
sort
things
of
calm. There's not
you-
like an actual
Cause
song.
Kind of like out of nowhere, you're like you just sort of say.
Could I make a request for Owl reprise?
Yeah. Ow! 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 Ow.
Oh.
I hope Al Jin isn't anywhere nearby. That would get
If you're
confusing.
getting the supply, Arjun is probably in the next room over.
I'm sorry, I've never appreciated that our surgeon is called Ow.
Yeah. Different spelling, but
So
it's-
different spelling, but
yeah.
like, that's amazing. Also, he's great. I love him.
Yay for random name generators. So yeah, the
I gotta work out how many hit points this
yeah, like
is.
you hear the sounds of work and, honestly, a certain amount of blitzed out groaning and some occasional sharp yells.
Drink some whiskey.
There's V has been dosed up with the laudanum, but it's going to be a long night.
How much do we get from the Song of Rest?
You get 3. I did a d6.
3, 37.
Okay.
Oh, is it d8 now? It might be a d8.
Ooh, D8.
Human Player's Handbook.
Sure.
Hang on. I might have written it down. Give me a minute.
Dramatic Song of Rest.
Oh, it's a d10. Fucking hell.
Awesome.
Oh, excellent.
Jesus.
Excellent.
5. Have
Okay.
5.
Okay, I was 34, so 39. 46 hit points.
I'm on 30.
58 hit points.
30 hit points.
Okay. You take some time to rest, bandage your injuries, apply salves, balms, and other benefits available from the ship.
I'm gonna get the statue back off Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, you did your best. Now give it back.
Do we have the opportunity to restock on healing potions from the ship's
You
stores?
can take as many as you want. You have
Oh,
a record of
yes,
how many
please.
healing potions you have.
I will take 3.
How many do we have? Like, how many are in the store?
Hang on. This is not something I have on the ship's manifest, because it was usually something that would be taken care of by Aljin himself. But I will put it on there if, Jason, you have anything that contradicts this.
Let me find the paper.
Maybe we should do this off air.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think
This
we'll
might
find
be
we'll find
ages.
this off air.
Let's do it off air.
Let's do it off air.
Yeah.
Just
We'll
mark
take some
down-
healing potions.
Mark down how many you take off. I think you have at least 20.
Okay.
Yep, okay.
Because I have none right now, so...
Like, if there is enough for us to have 3 each,
Yeah.
we'll take that.
Make a note that you are
yeah.
9 less than you would otherwise be.
Right.
Cool.
Minus 9 healing potions. Got it.
Yeah, and if it turns out that there's less than that, we'll talk about it off air.
It's fine. I'll
Yeah.
Cool.
charge you some money. Okay. You rest on up and head out. How do you have any particular strategies for getting across the city, or are you just going to go straight there?
Stealthily.
Yeah.
Yeah, after all
It is
that.
dark,
Yeah.
so everyone make a stealth check with advantage.
And there's disadvantage to see me.
18?
14.
21.
All of you
And
slip
they can't
out
hear me.
and successfully avoid the attention of the crowds, which is still sort of outside, being kept away at bay by the crew. The crew, by the way, are in the process of getting the ship ready to depart. By the time you finish your hour, they're kind of ready to supplies up on the ship, and they're kind of raising the sluices that will allow seawater to flood into the dry dock and allow the ship to float.
I guess if Molly's moving it, do we agree on a place?
I believe you said. Oh yeah, actually, where do you want the ship to go? You can just park the Kraken's Bane at one of the docks.
I think... I'll say this in character. Molly, for now, until we can negotiate another dry dock, just weigh anchor in the middle of the river.
Will do. Well, it's going to be hard. They've got two they had two dry docks, and the other one's still repairing another of the ships damaged in the initial fight.
Understood. Well, we'll have to see what's available where, but for now, I just don't want this this ship to be caught with its metaphoric trousers down again.
Understood. We'll keep ready. Best of luck, honey.
We'll be back soon.
Okay. You make your way out and to the streets.
This music's comforting.
I know. That's what you want when you're House of Spells.
It is It is a fairly dark night. There is actually, as I say, moonlight, no clouds, and now that there's not an invisible fire elemental over you, it's actually much colder. However, you are quietly able to evade the crowds that are still outside trying to get an eyeful, including including the figure you recognise as the halfling journalist, Seamus McGinty.
God.
Talking to people, and they've got, and he's got the cartoonist Jeanette nearby, who's sketching another image of the dry docks. This time,
How near is he?
as near as you want to get, as long as you don't get within 30 feet. But
In 60, I'm just going to quietly go, fuck you, and do a vicious mockery.
I was going to message to Celestia. Tell him it wasn't a bloody monkey this time.
What the heck was that? Sorry, as I was saying, so you're certain you saw the monkey?
Can I create a minor illusion that his notebook's on fire?
There's a moment, it flickers for a moment, but the minor illusion can't move, so it's just a static image.
It stays in there when he drops the notebook.
Brilliant.
Okay, get this. Get a sketch of this as well. This is all going in the report. Oh, Regent's teats. So you're certain you saw the monkey outside?
Regent's teats.
I'm going to be very petty.
Just the Regent has udders.
I'm going to start using that as a swear. Regent's teats.
I'm just going to message to him. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you.
There's a frown looking around.
I'm going to message bums.
That.
Bums.
Right, we should move.
You quickly move on, leaving this journalist confused and
We're 100 feet away. Bums.
picking up their notebook. However, you are otherwise not spotted or detected in any way. It's been a busy day for Seamus.
I love us. We're going to be subtle and stealthy. And we've got no spells.
Fuck the journalist.
Oh, there's someone we don't like. Let's just spam him with cantrips for a few minutes.
Why? Because we can. Can trip, will trip.
Yep.
You make your way quickly through the streets. So, getting my handy map up. You are headed basically back up through across from West Pier up through Five Friars, and this time your journey is much less difficult because you're not dragging someone into an alleyway. Said individual, by the way, has long since scalded.
Oh yeah.
But you do, with a bit of effort, make your way towards where you believe the Moray household is, and it is a quite. It's not too far from the East Piers, but not like on the waterfront. And it is a well-made brick and sort of white stone colonnaded townhouse in the colonial style, subdivided into multiple floors for halflings, with a larger with a sort of human-sized guest floor at the bottom. It looks honestly kind of plush. It reminds you a fair bit of Harold Butterbar's house back from Crosswater. The chap whose wife you terrified and then saved.
Oh, yeah.
And his brain silo you saved as well.
Oh, we're such arseholes.
Oh, Janine.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Janine.
Janine.
Right, so, yeah, here we go. Let's some more. Knocking at the door. The back door. Do you want to go back door or front door?
Probably back, I think.
Okay, head to the servants'
Yeah,
entrance.
this time of night.
Knock on the smaller back door. This door is halfling sized. And after a pause, there you see a chubby, kind of older-looking halfling man open the back door. What's all this about then?
The delivery for the Moray family.
They expecting you?
They're expecting
Yes.
some ledgers. Maybe not us specifically.
Not business. Wait outside. Don't worry. We got people around. You ain't gonna be bothered.
Love not being bothered.
It is my favourite
Close the
pastime.
door. You can actually see there are halflings on the rooftops nearby. Just like kind of keeping a lookout.
We've been bothered quite enough this evening, I assure you.
After a couple of minutes, door unlatches. The same kind of older halfling man looks back out. Yeah, come on in. We'll, AT will see you.
Ow.
Yeah, mind
This thing
the,
is small.
mind the lid.
No, it's okay, I'm enormous. Ow.
That's alright, I'm quite short. Ow! I'm not short anymore, am I?
You grew.
I
grew
don't
a
scratch
lot.
the wood, don't. Thank you. Alright, come on, I'll lead you up. You come out into the kitchen, which is impressively stocked. Past warm,
I'm so hungry.
past a cozy. There's actually still a bit of heat in the fire, and you can see what look like the remains of a very nice meal, currently being divided up by the 6 halfling servants who are having their own supper. Yeah, it would be a little bit after supper, but before bedtime. But before pre-bed snack, as halfling meals go. They look up, see you pass, and the halfling servant, you assume is maybe the butler, valet. You're not really sure. Leads you up. All right. He goes to it, opens onto a door, and there is an impressive sort of little faux marble, or at least white stoned staircase that leads up to, honestly, another, for the most part, actually probably smaller rooms. But halfway up those taller stairs, there is a human-sized doorway. All right, come up this way. Opens it with a little, like, halfling-sized handle. There's like 2 handles in this door. Alright. After you. If you got any refreshment requests, you let us know, okay?
Something strong would be amazing.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Get you a nice Kearney's malt.
Oh,
How are
incredible.
Make that 2.
you? 2. And for you, kid?
Can I have a sandwich?
Sure.
I'm really hungry. It's
Yeah.
been a
Sure, I-
long night.
We
I'm
got
not
some
sure I
nice,
could eat if you paid me. It's interesting, isn't it,
got
how
some
people
nice
respond?
mutton in, some goat. What's your fancy?
I mean, goat's a little bit too close to anything else.
Right, sorry. How about I do you something with some of the bacon?
That sounds lovely, thank you.
Okay. Servant sits down.
Does magic not make you hungry? Magic makes me so hungry.
I think magic does make me hungry, but I think I'm still a bit in shock, to be honest. I don't think I've got to the hungry bit yet.
You will, don't worry.
Everything's a bit surreal. I feel a bit sick.
Okay, you head on into the room and find a plush-looking waiting room that has been laid out for you. Once again, you see the neat form of A.T. Moray, who has a... There we go. Who has the same sort of horn-rimmed spectacles that she had before. She's sitting on a kind of higher position halfling seat to bring her up towards human sort of eye level, with slightly lowish seats that are a little, slightly lower than is entirely comfortable for you, Celestia, but you know, covered in nice leather. It does give her this semblance of looking a bit like, less like a throne and more like a judge's high seat.
You look really cool up there.
Why, thank you.
Sorry, it's been a long night. I don't really have a filter. Celestia Stardust, nice to meet you.
We never actually met properly, so it's a
Oh,
pleasure.
yeah.
18 Moray. This was the place. Alright. It sounds like things were pretty eventful.
Yeah.
We've had a busy day.
She looks you over. Do you have what I asked for?
Yes, one of us does. Who's got it?
Yeah, I've got... Hold on, they're all in here.
Loads of them.
Do you just start bringing them out of the out of Mary Poppins' handbag.
I think I'm too
Yes.
tired to really think about anything else. So yeah, just
Alright,
without
so
considering the fact
Dart
that this
over
bag
this
is.
and there's a moment of like a slight open mouth.
Does it visually look like it couldn't be
Oh
physically
yeah, this,
contained
like,
within?
there's no way these could be contained in that.
It's a really high level illusion, darling.
I'll say.
Do you want a deception on that?
We had to be take precautions on the way here. I'm sure you understand.
I mean, yeah, you don't. There's no need for deception. Like, just with your passive insight, you can tell she doesn't believe you.
That's fine.
This woman clearly knows enough
Celestia is
about
also like
magic.
not great at lying right now because she's
Yeah.
super weird.
Right. Well, I suppose if I can look through a couple of them.
Oh yeah. Help
have a
yourself.
read, darling. Look through all of them by all
It
means.
does actually skim through 7 of them, selected at random, including one of the daybooks, narrowing her eyes. Well, that's very interesting.
What's interesting?
Ooh, a persuasion check.
Yeah, right. 24.
How the money's flowing. It's not just, obviously it's interesting to know where everything is in Newmark, but this also covers some of the areas around, shit, no. I think I've been doing it in voice. Sorry, slightly dodgy notes for A.T. Murray. I think she's fantasy Irish, isn't she? God
We
damn
can
it.
pretend she was Irish this whole time.
Let's pretend she was Irish this whole time.
No, I insist we go back and you do the dialogue word for word.
Well,
Meh.
the interesting thing is that... There we go. Well, the interesting thing is, it's not just the money from around here in the city. It also covers where it goes in the surrounding state, the colony. Apparently, they have some interesting assets outside the city as well.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Some... Looks like there's been some money paid into... Let's see... Transport... Shipping... Some sort of arms manufactory.
Alright.
Any gold stars involved? Or was
Or
it five star? What do they
point-
call it?
5, but it's not productions. Every time I want to say 5 Point Productions, but that just sounds like a bad theatre company. 5 Point Investigations?
Manufacturing?
5 Point
That's the
Manufacturing.
bunny.
Okay.
5 Point Manufacturing and the Gold Star Shipping Company.
Interesting. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
surprised.
a problem.
There's such a fucking problem.
I'm not surprised they bank with them. They bank with it. Everyone banks with them, but, well, for now.
What does that mean?
This is a start towards competition, let's say.
Good.
Competition's healthy.
They could do with being some. It's creepy that there isn't.
Those two have been around for a very long time.
Do you know which one's which? Because we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, we had trouble. There's the blonde one, and the one with the dark
Goldencrantz.
hair.
The blonde dwarf. She is
So,
Ernie Goldencrantz.
Ernie Goldencrantz
And
and
the-
Olong Guildenstern.
Yes.
Thank you. That's been pissing us off for a couple of days now. We actually disguised ourselves as them and still didn't know which one was which.
That certainly matches up to what I've been hearing.
Yeah, you all have heard some shit by now.
What came out in the evening edition?
I think the full details will be coming for the morning edition. It's only been a few hours.
Yeah, it's not been long.
There has certainly been...
I mean, it might
the
have some
evening edition
competition.
has rushed out some interesting reports about strange lights. There is questioning whether it's been an attack. And of course this might give some credence to it. But the bank moves quickly. I imagine they'll have a control over the story by the morning.
Probably.
Don't worry, we're in this for the long term. Ah, speaking of which, she reaches behind the chair and produces a fairly hefty briefcase. Opens it up. There are a number of pressed, stamped, wax-sealed, stamped, notarized land deeds.
Excellent.
Cost us a pretty penny, but the Van der Sars were in a selling mood. I believe this is what you're after.
It is.
It is.
Make sure those go
Can I have a look and see, like, if it all appears to be there?
Just give me an intelligence check.
I'll have a look too. I mean, she looked at ours,
Yeah,
but I don't think
go
that's
for it.
impolite, is it?
No.
That's a 19.
Natural 20.
She does not at all
Nice.
seem surprised that you're examining. These do all appear to be official, notarized, and the streets they cover are the areas where the Ferocian quarter of the city is.
Amazing.
So we've got some crime friends. You've got some crime friends, I think, or at least connections with people who would be considered crime friends.
That's one way to put it, yes.
Celestia just giggles.
Scamp's forgotten the word is gang. Crime friends is what it is now.
We've been trying to bring them all together a bit, or at least stop the fighting. Is there anything you could do there? Any conversations we could have?
I can certainly arrange a meeting. Do you have a preference of venue? I mean, I imagine they'll probably want you to come to them. Let's say then, where should I have them send a message?
I mean, it depends what connections you've got.
I can certainly get you in the door speaking to the respectable gentleman. The respectable Owen Copperkettle.
Is that forgotten?
Oh, you've not heard the name.
I don't know who that is, darling. I'm sorry.
He's the
grew up
man
with
you're
a
looking
Copperkettle,
to
but-
speak to.
Okay, well, what is he in charge of?
The crime friends.
Which one?
What are the halfling ones called?
The five
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 points,
friars.
please.
There we go.
Five friars,
I'm
there
on
we
board. Excellent.
Five
Lovely.
friars,
Let's
rather.
meet.
Five friars, because
What's
5
his,
points is the actual one.
let's meet. What's his face?
Oh,
Copper
okay.
Kettle. Lovely.
Crossed wires there.
Yes. Although confusingly, I then did refer to create a 5 points manufacturing company. So
What can you tell us
Yeah.
about him? What does he hate? What will annoy him? What will he like in people?
Well, since we've done a little business, don't provoke him.
Okay.
Oh dear, we're in trouble.
He's got a temper. He
So
likes
have I.
to feel respected.
Oh, good.
Certainly, a lot of the orcs in town like to think of us as being second class. Short in stature, short in stature.
Ugh.
And that's something we've worked hard to rise up against, if you'll pardon the pun. So, Owen is very at the front line of that particular fight. I don't know if you've heard about the Bowstring Boys.
A little.
Well, there are 2 reasons for that. One, they're from Bow, and also classically fond of the old garroting trick.
Oh, I see.
Nasty.
They're very on board with maintaining the orcish supremacy of the city. They back the governor,
Ah.
Stumpf. They've also got their ties with. I think it's the words, if I remember correctly. They've also got some ties with the Boothroids as well. So they have a lot of pull with the judges, that sort of thing. They're good.
Understood.
I don't know if you're familiar with how our elections work here.
A little?
No.
It's a... Well, we have the... we use the Orsirian system of election and voting. Basically, if you're from the city and you're eligible to vote, then when the time comes to elect a new governor, you go up onto the hustings and you announce publicly to everyone who you're voting for.
Wow.
Well, that seems like a good way to get stabbed.
That's a fucking mess. What is wrong with you all?
I believe the idea is that so that you can't change your mind.
By the way, no judgment. I'm from down below. What is democracy? But like, shit. Surely there's a better way here.
Well, maybe, but I'm not a political scholar.
I suppose it stops anyone messing with it. Like, if everyone's shouting out who they're voting for, then you can't go, oh, no one voted for that person. It's like, no, I heard them vote for them.
Can be mistaken, I suppose.
believe that is the idea of it, at least. Of course,
just get shot, though.
That is the side effect, where the difference between voting with your conscience and voting what they might call appropriately is who's in the crowd.
Yeah.
Because there's not a single hustings or election where there isn't a group of those bowstring boys outside waiting.
Mm.
And
so appropriately is, it can mean a lot of different things.
Fun.
I get the impression that the situation is that sometimes you vote for the wrong person, your lifespan is measured in minutes.
Suddenly I'm kind of on board with Copper Kettle, wanting to feel respected, to be honest.
Quite so.
I understand where that comes from.
It's been a long and storied sort of conflict, and you certainly made waves. I'm sure they'd rather you stand with them than against them.
Do you think if Copper Kettle's pissed off at the order of things anyway, do you reckon we'd have a chance?
Truthfully?
Usually those who are already downtrodden are ready for some sort of change.
Pander. Yeah, but we're basically keeping the governor in charge.
What were you saying?
Pander to him.
Okay.
He's led by his pride.
Okay, make him feel good.
If you pop that bubble, he gets angry.
Don't be a dick.
Stupid decisions when he gets angry.
Thank you for the tips.
Also,
we've licked bums before when we've needed to. We can do it again.
So, that's one way of approaching the situation. Anyway, I thank you very much for your time. Georgie will bring you your drinks, and okay, I overheard something about a sandwich. Feel free to take a bit of a rest, and when you're done, back out the same way. I need to look over these.
Please do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your assistance. This will have repercussions for the future.
We'll be in touch.
With some difficulty, starts collecting up the things, and after a moment, pulls up, goes to the wall, rings a little bell. Georgie arrives with the drinks and the sandwich. I see. One moment. Hands you your drinks. Hands you a very nice bacon sandwich. And starts helping collect the books up and move them into another room. After a few minutes, you are left alone.
Drink the whiskey a bit fast.
Good malt.
Corzin will sip his.
It's a good single malt.
Celestia's already been drinking a little bit because, come on.
It's not dwarven, but it's like...
This is nice.
Good flavour.
Yeah, it's decent.
Okay, we're going to see Azra next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's sensible. Just out of character, what time of day is it now?
About 11 by the time you leave.
They're a crime gang.
Right.
They're not going to care.
Crime friends don't sleep.
Yeah. Also, we said yes to arranging a meeting, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah, and she'll get us a message.
They will, I assume if you said this, where do you want them to send a message to?
I guess the ship.
The ship. Cool.
Yeah.
They will send a
Probably.
message about that.
Yeah.
Right there, then.
Yep.
Well,
It's probably the most reliable as to where we'll be.
It is, yeah.
if our good local crime friend Fiona is any indication,
Fiona's totally a crime friend.
2 in the morning, 2 to 3 in the morning. No, crime friends don't sleep.
No, they don't. Literally every day between
Every
2:30
day.
and 3. They
Fun
have
fact.
a little shout outside. It's awful. 7 days a week, stowaways. What is wrong with these people?
Fun fact, kids, at home, the hustings system really was the English model of democracy for a long time.
It was
Oh,
awful.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah. It was so dumb.
So
Oh,
bad.
So, the part. So, you make your way across town. I'm not going to ask for a stealth check. It is late. It is quiet, and head over to the Gilded Lily. After a little bit of interaction with the staff, you are shown into Azra's back office, where she's currently drinking some Pharisien tea and looking over some maps of the city with Philippe Diamante Rodriguez II.
I love him.
He looks up as you arrive. If it is not my favorite trio.
Oh, your favourite, really? That's
We're
exciting.
everyone's favourite.
Let's try and get
Except
it right.
those people that keep trying to kill us. I don't think they like us.
It is said that you can measure your success by the quality of your enemies.
I think we've
Well,
got the
I
quantity,
think
not
we've gone up
quality
in the world
problem.
then.
Well, fuck me, we're pretty fucking successful.
Successful people are often trying to be killed.
Yep.
So I assume the debacle.
Which one, darling?
Yeah, there's been a couple tonight.
Both of them?
Yeah, okay, if it's just the two, that's probably us.
Two little
Oh, well.
jazz hand and a little puff of smoke comes out the end of my fingers like a tired one.
I had a feeling based on... Do you have them then?
Yep.
Yes, we do.
She nods.
I assume the deal still stands.
I really hope it does. I don't know what we'd do
Into
with
her
all this
palm,
property.
Holds it out.
Fine. I spit.
Shakes firmly.
Really, you should be shaking with the captain.
Well, I mean, she just extended
I
towards
hold
the three
out my
of you,
hand.
so spits again, shakes it with you.
Yep. Shaking the hand.
Excellent.
I felt my trousers.
Now,
She's probably covered in shit anyway at this
we
point.
have our horses are at your disposal. She does have Philippe open up the briefcase, look through them, shakes glance herself, nods. We can work with those. We have at current count 300.
Oh,
A lot of those
All right,
are
that's good.
new recruits, but swelling our numbers has allowed us to reclaim a little territory, get some old hands on board,
All right.
is that 300 including dead people?
including the dead.
300's amazing.
Yes, and we're going to need every single one of those if we want to repel the Assyrians.
We really
I
are.
understand you've got a lot of green recruits. Don't worry. Combined with some of our the old street fighters working with us. She grins. It's not a kind grin. And the new recruits. I think you'll find that each of us is worth 3 of them.
I can't guarantee anything at this point, but if we were to secure some more repeaters, would you be able to outfit people with them?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
I've heard
Right.
about those rifles. They are well made.
I think we were meaning necromantic
Oh, the
repeaters.
necromantic repeaters. Sorry, I was thinking about wrong.
Yeah,
wrong
that
one.
is what I meant.
The necromantic repeaters. Absolutely. The more of those we have, the more stable forces we can sustain.
Okay.
We'll see what we can do. Also, we don't have any direct intelligence yet, but We have a tip-off which suggests where the Arcerians are likely to send their ground forces. As soon as we have a definite location, we'll be in touch.
Do you have a sense of time?
Day after tomorrow, I think it was, wasn't it? Is that right?
Out of
It is,
character,
yeah.
let me just double check that, because I know it's in a couple of
It
days,
is,
but
day after tomorrow.
day after tomorrow, right, fine, cool.
Yeah, 15th.
That is something we can work with.
They're going to try and take down the Bastion.
She notes. Battery here.
Battery.
Annoyingly similar names.
Yeah, the Bastion's in Seoul.
Yep.
Turns out a lot of places get named very similarly. She
Makes
nods.
sense, really.
Yeah.
Good. I will send Eddie, the chap at the front desk, who you've spoken to before, apparently Azra's lieutenant, to serve as an intermediary between between your council and us.
Wonderful.
He will relay any requests or instructions. Well,
Great.
one more
Alright.
thing.
Yes?
You have the Cranesy's support, yes?
Yes? Is that a problem?
I can work with her. So long as we don't need to meet too much.
There's no reason you should have to work together. We got you on completely separate things.
Good. With regard to the business we originally brought you in over, that is unifying the underworld in preparation for the Fisher Kings, for us to become Fisher Kings. If they are on board with that as well, you need only bring one more gang into the fold. That would give us a majority.
We're working on it.
She nods.
We've also got to make sure there's a city.
Yeah,
Just
anything
wanted to
anything
keep
you know
you
about the
updated.
five friars?
Yeah.
5 friars?
Copper kettle, that one.
Copper kettle. If you think Grinsey has a temper,
It was alright,
Yeah,
actually.
we've heard that.
Azra winces a little, rubs her mouth through the veil.
We've
Well,
only met her for about 20 minutes, in all fairness.
maybe I saw her bad side.
But if you've got any information that would be useful in
What sort of information are you looking for? Character, disposition of people?
what they might want.
What do they want?
Yeah, other than just not being killed by the Arcerians,
Not being
what is
killed
it
by
that
the
they
Arcerians.
desire?
Oh yes, they paint themselves as very much under the heel.
Why do you think they're not?
Because before you came, this city was being divided, carved down the middle by the 5 friars and the bowstrings. Oh, the halflings don't have a governor, but they have power. The halflings and the orcs tread their boots down on the rest of us in this city. The halflings are just better at playing the role of the underdog.
Interesting take.
That's not been my experience.
The halflings here, I don't know. I know the gangs. Maybe I see the bad side of them as well. It's not... I don't like being... saying this. But... thank you. She nods to the suitcase. This represents freedom for us.
Good.
We're not the goblins. We weren't, I hear, as in the same place, but we were held down by chains of paper. It's hard to strive when 4/5 of everything you make goes to rent.
I can imagine.
Makes you very angry.
Hopefully with this, and he indicates the documents once again, you'll have the opportunity to change the balance of power.
You really want to change the balance of power? Let me get this straight. I hate the fucking halflings. I hate the fucking orcs. I hate the fucking goblins. I'm a hateful sort of person.
Happens.
We've all got bad blood between us.
And it's all entirely moot if the Osirians come along and level the city, as I'm sure you're smart enough to understand.
Of course.
Where were you going with that? I assume you weren't just saying you hated everyone.
No. If you bring the orcs into the fold, they will reinforce their position. If you bring the halflings, the copper kettles, in, you think the orcs are the only ones at the hustings? The only ones making sure you vote the right way? Go for the people who don't get a vote. Like I said, I hate the goblins, but I hate them less than the orcs.
Not sure they'd talk to me. For extremely valid reasons.
Hugh? Maybe not.
Maybe these two, though.
Wants to Scamp and Corzin. Consider some other options. They have their own fighters.
Conversation.
They may be someone to talk to after. There's so much going on. We're so short on time.
You got that right.
You've walked the corridors of power, yeah? How many goblins have you seen there?
None.
How many Ferocians?
You.
She nods. There are real underdogs out here. And we find soft places to bite when it comes to the top dogs.
Make a strong point.
Yeah, so a lot of things need to change in this town.
That said, Zen, their boss, he's a right prick.
Okay, what kind?
Oh, quick temper.
Not we all.
That seems to be a common problem.
I don't know what you're talking about. Good job.
I hate to ask, but I don't suppose there's a sandwich anywhere around here.
You've already had one sandwich. So he's like, yes, we have some. I'm sure we can rustle something up from the restaurant. Do you want some frozen delight? We've got a bit left.
Yes, yes, please.
Oh yeah, sugar sounds amazing.
Like, we're happy to buy a dinner from your restaurant. We don't want to be nicking your food, but you would not believe how hungry I am.
There's like three like pink and yellow little cubes and one baklava slice.
Nick a pink cube. Ceci doesn't even like sugar that much, but it's that like Post terrible things happening want for sugar.
Yeah.
Get some sleep.
What sleep? Do you remember?
I don't think I've experienced that one before.
There's a moment of eye contact.
There's a moment of eye contact and nodding about.
We look at each other's eye bags.
Could be worse. I heard about one girl who traded away her sleep.
That sounds
Oh,
terrible.
Yeah. I don't imagine things went particularly well for that person.
As I understand it, she's still around. Drinks a lot of coffee.
It's not fucking Veldrina, is it?
No, have I name.
I mean, you might soon, if you have your way.
Interesting.
One of the sculptor's lot. I don't suppose it hurts to tell you.
Well, did Veldrina take over?
Yeah, she's
Didn't she become the restaurateur?
That's the one. I was going to say the fucking barista, and that's not what it is.
That would have been appropriate.
Yep.
Well then, we have some deeds to doctor.
Good luck.
Incidentally, if you ever need deeds doctoring, we have people for that.
Oh,
That's
you never know when that's helpful.
I mean, we have. What are we going to do with this land deed?
I have no fucking idea. We have a land deed. And we got also from the bank.
May I?
Yes.
Looks it over. This is to the Wayne estate, outside of town.
Really?
No.
Maybe we should go and investigate this further.
Yeah, there might be some sort of massive cave underneath filled with
Maybe
advanced
he's made-
technology.
Maybe there's a man in a fucking winged creature costume. I mean, who the fuck knows? What? Celestia does not say that.
There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire, Bruce.
No.
Get you.
You're
Sort
just
your
a
morals
dick
out.
flapping about, Bruce.
You spent hundreds of millions on a tank. You could have put that into social programs.
You could have helped so much, Bruce.
You have $174 billion. You could have stopped world poverty, Bruce.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, Bruce. Pay your workers better. Stop automating them out of a job, Bruce.
Bruce.
Redistribute your fucking wealth, Bruce. We're all absolutely fired them.
But now I'm just like, now I'm associating him with Bruce Bogtrotter from Matilda for some reason. They say Bruce in the song too many times.
They do.
That's all I can.
It's a great song, though. It's so good.
It's such a good song.
I love it.
The three of you just like start just like shake your heads out of this exhaustion-induced hallucination.
Good to know. Great. If we want it doctored, I suppose we'll tell you.
Good.
Yes, let's see exactly what it is first, but might be worth it.
Well, it depends whether the Wayne family are around to dispute it. Not everyone made it onto the city in time. And they did always have a loyalist amongst them.
I think it might be time for us to go to bed now.
Get some
You know what?
sleep.
I think we should get hot dogs first, though.
Do you
Can we
want a
get
wiener?
hot dogs on the way back?
Yes.
I want wieners.
Yes, we can.
I want like 7.
The only wieners you have at this point are the
Can we
ones
get-
you have with you.
Are there sausages
Oh,
in buns
no.
that we
But there
can
are.
get?
You can get hot meat in a bun. Yes.
Yeah, meat bun.
And you do. You spend like 3 coppers and get like some. You
I
basically
get 7.
It's more, okay, you spend 5 coppers. It's a bit more like it's less
I
like
think
hot
I still
dogs.
don't have any money because I didn't.
I'll,
'Cause I
I'll
have no
buy you
idea how
some fucking meat buns.
Spend a
I
silver
still
and
haven't
get-
found
and
my
get
money
mustard and
notes,
ketchup.
so I still
Scamp,
have
have
0
you got
gold.
hollow legs or something?
The,
I make magic and I make fire out of nowhere. Where do you think that energy comes from?
You did a lot
Fair
of magic
point.
stuff. Magic usually makes me hungry, but I just feel sick and weird.
It by the way, it's not so much a hot dog, but it's a bit more like shawarma. You're just
Not had shawarma.
I think if I remember correctly. Right, think of a kebab and we're in the right sort of area.
Ooh.
You're getting that. In fact, you get it from. You're in the frozen district, so you do actually meet a man who is outside with a cart, cutting his own throat for the sales he's offering. And
Right, how many did you want?
and you can see that he's got. It's like one of those hot carts. There's like a little stove underneath it, and there is rotating around for some reason a pillar of meat.
Jeffrey, don't touch that.
What did that come off? An elephant?
I have questions. What is this creature?
Well, my friend, if you do not ask that question, I will give you 7 of these for 5. I'll give you 9 of these for 5 coppers.
Yeah, go
That
on
is a
then.
deal.
I'm sure I've eaten weirder.
It is.
I know I have.
Certain amount of spice has gone into this. A lot of grease.
Celestia's from the underdog. She's
Yeah.
not squeamish about what creature
You're
she's
not
eaten.
squeamish about what you eat. It's in fact none of you are particularly squeamish about what you eat because of the lives you've led.
No.
There is a panoply of flavour in this. This is not just one animal. It shouldn't be possible that stacking slices of meat one on top of each other should allow them to merge together into a single
Into a
block,
single meat.
which you can then
One
cut
meat.
lengthways and get a strip of mixed meat. And yet,
Doner kebabs are bad, friends.
they are
So
the 3
bad.
a.m. food of choice in Britain. Because you won't
Cheesy chips.
want to drink it any other time. Eat it any other time.
Yep.
I miss cheesy chips from the chip shop.
I miss
Oh,
the
so do I.
shitty pizza I used to get on nights out in Manchester.
Yes, I don't actually know what
Particular
what
shitty
proper,
pizza
like,
shop on Canal Street that's amazing.
I don't actually know what a proper like Greek, like Mediterranean actual kebab is, like you get in a restaurant. I just know 3 a.m. kebab.
I definitely
Yeah.
feel like we're
It's
buying
'cause
3
we
a.m.
have
Well,
ruined
buying
every
3 a.m.
cuisine
kebab.
in the UK.
We've ruined
We take other
everything.
cuisines and we make them into greasy 3 a.m. food.
Yep.
Yeah. And that is what you get. You stumble your way back to the ship. So, I'm not going to wrap up just there. There's a little bit more to do before I do.
Yeah.
But, where do you sleep tonight? And do you sleep? And how much sleep do you get tonight?
I want to go visit Vig.
Yeah, wherever
Well, Vig would
Vig
be on the
is.
ship, wouldn't he?
So you headed over to the ship. A longboat rows you over. You've got cabins on the ship,
Yeah.
of course, so you can stay.
Is
It is-
Clara gonna struggle to find us if we sleep in the sanctum?
Oh shit, I don't know.
I'll sleep in the sending room,
Okay.
just in case.
Alright, if you're sure.
I could send before I sleep. I've got 1 spell left.
I'm so worried something will happen in the night.
I know.
Well, if you actually, if you can send, just tell her that that's where we are.
When she comes to the city and asks around, she'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's maybe last thing.
She knows us. She knows that wherever trouble happens to be, we are not far.
Yeah.
You get some sleep. Some of the night you spend up, waiting.
I think I probably fall asleep actually in a chair near where Vig is.
Yeah,
I think I've got weird like ambulance guilt and worry, and I just
You sit outside the room, and you sit outside the portion of the sick bay where Aujin and Heinrich are busy performing surgery.
Oh, I also actually. I've said I'll send if we don't need it for anything else, but I do offer that spell to Aujin if he wants it.
Just gonna check. He doesn't need it from you, fortunately. Although I think at one point he might. No, he would take it at a point when V was particularly in pain. He'd ask you to.
I also have spells to spare if needs be.
The pair of you are able to lessen it for a time while more opiates are provided. It's a long night. There is a lot of work to be done. There is cleaning, and without getting into detail, there is work to be done with scalpels and needles. It is, although the fire has cauterized the injury, there is more to do. You can't just leave it like that. And of course, Vig has many other injuries as well. And your healing spells do help with the burns elsewhere. Eventually, you drift off into an uneasy sleep. Visions, chaos, smoke, fire, crumbling wood, the sound of cannons, and I'm going to say Scamp.
Ah.
A flash for a moment of a face, young, frowning, scarred and pockmarked. There. Found you.
Hello.
And you kind of stumble, your eyes blearily open. A little bit of dim light is leaking through the floorboards above. As you kind of scramble up to the deck, you can, I'm going to say the ship is in the centre of the water, of the river. So, there is, so you hear the sounds of a boat rowing towards the shore, rowing from the shore. But before you can do that, you step into the sick bay. And you see Celestia and Corzin, both of whom have kind of fallen asleep nearby. Celestia, you open your eyes and you see Scamp coming in.
Well,
Hi.
There is, and finally, you hear a sound from inside beyond the curtain. A bit of squeaking. The curtain is pulled back, and Ajin pushes out on a sort of modified chair, essentially a wheelchair fixed with a pair of cannon wheels that Watcher Wheels had in storage in a quick overnight job. A very pale-faced and ill-looking Vig Petrovich.
how are you doing?
Vig.
I've got to say, if I ever call you out as being... if I ever call you out for doing stupid things in a fight, I haven't got a leg to stand on.
Come here, you bastard.
You're ridiculous,
And,
man.
He's going to give Vig a hug, in spite of himself.
This is going to take some getting used to. Maybe we should have a word with the Scarlet Winds. Is that the bugbear? I heard
Yeah.
she managed to find a way to put pistols in hers.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I was thinking we should talk to Benny, because if anyone could come up with something really interesting, it's Benny.
Benny
Yeah,
could
they'd
design
come
you
up
a
with something,
fucking
I'm sure.
amazing wheelchair.
Yeah, something to look forward to, huh?
You okay?
I am terrible.
It's fair, I don't know why I asked.
It's kind of a stupid question, but I know where it came from.
You really gave us a scare there.
You think you were scared? I got breathed on by a fucking dragon made of flames.
Like, do you know how much Phoenix Down costs? It was going to cost us a fortune.
Well, thank you very much for your fiscal responsibility.
I mean, you're the bosun. It would be and the purser. It's our job.
Oh, right. So I'd have to account for the cost. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I'd be paying it off for years. No, you wouldn't, you stupid fucker. Come on.
Oh, I can't go too hard. I need some time.
Yeah.
Take it. Sorry I didn't come and get you sooner.
I'm glad you came.
Take all the time you need, but in the meantime...
I'm glad you came back. I'm also really pissed off you didn't take the opportunity to run.
Things came up.
I feel like I should make a big joke here, but it's not the
There's
time.
one somewhere, but we're all very tired. Glad you're alright.
Oh, at least that's still there. That's 2 feet, a foot upwards.
Would have been out of the game forever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they've managed, but, I recall from one of the scene. Captain! You've got some...
Yes, what is it?
You've got some visitors requesting permission to come aboard. There's a big one, 2 little ones. I think one of them's a gnome. Got a stupid hat.
Show them in.
Oh!
And we'll pick up with meeting your morning visitors next time.
Oh.
Is it Fighty? Did Fighty come to visit?
Oh.
Thank you all very much for listening. Thank you all very much for playing. And farewell from all of us here at Flintlocks and Fireballs. Fair seas and natural 20s. I'm not much one for bravery, to go out in blazing glory. They pulled me from heat like the sun, but those kids need to learn to run.
So gather your muskets, gather your spears, we'll plunder the shores of Calcinea. No kraken, storm or spell we fear, so come and sail with us, my dear.